we go. Sorry, my computer sometimes does some very stupid things, and it like oh, sorry about that. Hello? Too loud? Let me adjust my volume down a little. That should be... Sorry about that. My computer does some weird things and changed my audio inputs on restart, so I forgot that it restarted, and I had to do that. Sorry, but hello everyone! As I was saying while I was muted. I should start one of these streams actually awake sometime, I hope, but today is not that day. It is indeed brine time, though, and we are indeed gonna wrangle this cult, and also, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, Sunbro. And hey there, Shed. Plastered you will be soon. Oh god. Have you guys really all been voting for Hunt Down the Freeman? Has everyone really just been like, it's time for the shrimp to suffer through Hunt Down the Freeman? I shouldn't be surprised about this. You know, 1 in a trillion, trillions of votes together to do something. Sounds like you're stuck in a slide. Weird. Hold on. Yep. Are my filters not working? Can't drink that day, otherwise I'd be drinking too. Honestly, same. I'll have to adjust my filters a little, maybe. My computer has a bit of a problem where it is stuck trying to, like... Actually, properties. Am I set on the right audio? Give me a second. No, okay. There we go. There we go. Alright. I have, like, 2 separate microphones on here. That should be better now. Actually using the microphone on my headset instead of the microphone on my webcam. Does that sound better? Okay, good. Yeah, my computer is doing some dumb things. Sadly, it restarts itself because it won't actually finish a download or finish an update for Windows 10. And the only way to fix it is to reinstall Windows 10. And I just haven't wanted to do that in terms of time. Thank you, Grump, for letting me know. Thank you, everyone, for letting me know. Oh, hey, Frog Adventure. And yeah, you haven't been here for a little. I mean, I was out for a week because I was really busy. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. 6 months. Thank you. Well, I know that Cultic is not really your type of game to watch, but after probably getting through this level, we're going to switch over to Final Fantasy XIV. Because I'm kind of tired. I got energy for some Cultic, but I also want to play some Final Fantasy. We're going to probably be mostly doing character gen today. Because once you generate a character, it immediately launches you into story stuff. So I can't do that outside of stream, so you guys get to join me in giving opinions on that. But that will be later. Alright, remember when I missed the shrimp, so I'll hang out? Well, my memory can be really weird. There are some things where I'm like, I will remember exactly a thing. And then other really shrimple things I'll forget. Like, I can't remember people's names for the life of me. I can, like, I have encyclopedic knowledge of, like, really weird little details, but there's some that just totally escape me. I can't explain it. I really wish I could. So, from what I last remember, yeah, we were about to hit the Newbrook Shopping Center. More like Slaughter Center, at least with what we're going to be doing here. Oh yeah, last I played this was like 2 weeks ago. Because yeah, last week I was really, really busy. I still was like kind of busy when I was doing that Saturday stream. But I'm glad to get back to this. I really have been enjoying Cultic a lot. It's just also Cultic hard. That oh my god, it's actually taking a little to load. I did remember hearing this level's gonna be really long. But yeah, Cultic hard. Okay, there we go. Well, everyone's got a little bit of healthy radiation. You know, it's good for you. But yeah, between how difficult Revolution was and how hard this game can be, that's why we're gonna do slightly more chill Final Fantasy after this. Because the thing about Final Fantasy XIV is, speaking as someone who's done some of the higher end stuff in it, it starts off... you make your own fun. That's one way to put it. Wait, no, we need the flashlight, which is T. Oh yeah, we don't have the light anymore, do we? No, we don't. Do we? Hold on. What are the hotkeys again? Let's go find out. Because we have a flashlight. I just need to double check if we actually have it or not. Because... I don't remember. Voting Hunt Down the Freeman because it's kind of illogical from going from good to great. Terrible, because you're going to be searching for a palate cleanser that was known as Hunt Down the Freeman. Oh god, I'm going to need a palate cleanser after that, though. You know, a very different type of palate cleanser. Okay, so we do get both types of shotgun. We also don't have much shotgun ammo. Hunt Down the Freeman's gonna be experience. It's probably gonna take more than one stream for that. Because it's, unfortunately, you know, a decent, like, game. So, unfortunately, we're gonna suffer through a lot through it. Neither would you. I'm not prepared for three, wait, really, goes three streams of Hunt Down the Freeman soon, but it sounds like it's gonna be happening. Oh, I think the crackheads are here right now. Well, they're in the walls, and I have armor-piercing rounds, so it'll be fine. Actually, it looks like these are, like, kind of tunnels going on, so we'll see. Well, come here, little crackheads. I have some copper for you. I have some copper wire for you. Delicious copper wiring right here. Yummer yummers in your tummers. Don't worry though, at least half the game was cut. I thought I remember though, isn't like the version of the game with the stuff that's cut that you have to pay for it alongside the game? Hey. Yep, copperware for you. Copperware for you. And there we go. Any more customers? I think there's still one, like, from the sound. They really wanted that copper wire, everyone. As far as I'm aware, no. Alright. Now, egos, don't worry. The copper wire is not real. It is in your walls. Much like how these crackheads aren't real. Are there any more of them, though? Oh, hi. I think at one point this section was supposed to be kind of scary. I think for most people it still is. Though I have to admit, I think the Wendigo and Dusk were scarier, but that's because, like, these guys are perhaps just a little too quiet. But yeah, what's up, E-Ghost? It's like, usually, okay. The way that the Wendigos go with, like, you hear the footsteps and the breathing and stuff, and the foot tracks on the ground, that shit's spooky. These guys, they got the glowing eyes. That's kind of spooky. Hey there, Joseph. Fish maxing. Fish maxing and bait pill. As you should. As we all should. Fish actually does get you, like, a decent amount of money in that game. I remember being so excited when I finally got a second Bombastis. Grab? Oh, I thought I could, like, sit in the chair almost. But who doesn't like second Bombastis? He's a cool little guy. Very silly little fish. You know, we've been using this thing a lot. Like, this is a single action. Or, you know, it's an auto, like, it's a single shot instead of, like, double. And also, we do mostly headshots here. Yeah, once you start fish maxing, food is, like, never a question in that game unless you're playing with the mode of, like, Kel is picky. Then it's a thing. Running out of 5, I believe. I think it is. It is an auto 5. Well, it is very good. I think, sadly, the only game I've ever actually seen the KSG in, which is personally my choice of shotgun, is Payday. Well, Payday 2. But Payday 2 is kind of nice because of the fact that, like, I can have that and the double P90s and just feel kind of cool for using, like, guns I think are cool and own, so, you know. Oh, we got to turn the breaker on, it's like. Auto save, quick save, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this is a sawn-off that, like, ooh, first aid kit. Damn, that didn't give us all the health, and that's slightly disappointing. The sawn-off does feel very good in this game. Started playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. I've heard really good things about that. Like, silly as it is, from what I've heard of it, it's kind of like the Knight equivalent to, I suppose the medieval equivalent to Red Dead in terms of immersion and shit you can do. Now, I might be wrong on that. Ate fish today, my stomach didn't agree with it. Too many little bones. What type of fish did you have? I made, well, fitting enough for my existence, shrimp nachos. Well, alerta. Oh, the cultists are here. Oh, hello. Come on, maybe you could shoot each other, that'd be funny. Oh, there's a fuck ton of these guys! Oh, Christ, alright. Alright. Guess we're just... we're using martial arts. I am a cannibal. Shrimp will eat anything, you know that. The Tridivore is real. Ow. But yeah, I have learned that the air fryer makes some solid shrimp for when you just don't have the time to actually pan fry them. So I made some shrimp marinade with a little hot sauce, garlic and onion powder and stuff like that. It was pretty solid. And had that with homemade queso. CULTIC says hi to you too, Swarmus. Friends game they recently played, Chop Goblins. Chop Goblins is fantastic. I had a lot of fun with that as like a goofy parody kind of thing. It's just so ridiculous and fun. I think I played it on stream even. Ah. How do I... oh god, how do I like... I know there's a way to like dash in this game, I don't remember how. Alright, let's... yeah, I think I played Chop Goblins at one point on stream, but it's been a while, so I don't remember. Keep kicking. 1-800. Are you kicking? Oh, we actually did kill it with the revolver. I'm shocked. So I hope their tummy stops hurting. Personally, I eat like a lot of canned fish and stuff. You just get used to the bones a little. Oh, we're out of... oh, this is a mess of a fight here. Ah. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. The funny thing of that is, like, Dusk was actually one of the first games I finished on stream. Guy makes some fantastic games. The Soul a boomer shooter is well understood there. I could have probably gotten out of that a little better. I see. So normal difficulty has auto heal up to that much health versus hard mode only up to 15. Alright, that accuracy is not going to cut it. Hello, Shotgun Stan. You are not the man now, Stan. You are in pieces. I know that kick jumping, yeah, is like really that, but I remember there being like a sprint dash kind of thing. I have to check the controls again. I did not mean to go as long as I did without playing this. Alright, we should probably, oh. Maybe not. Oh, hello. Benny's Grand Slam over here, apparently. Well, I had health for that. It is all. Thank you. I was like, wait a second, there has to be something. Well, actually, we are not too bad on health after all that. Normal is a different beast in this game. Hard is like... Hard can be a fucking nightmare. But normal is indeed very... It certainly is a shooter. Wait, was there anything up here? No, wait, this is how we did that other stuff. Mario 64 stairs glitch. Flinging myself up there, yeah. Part of this game is because of the whole health kit system. Health is really like a resource you bounce back and forth with, and back and forth. Fuck you, buddy. I'm forklift certified. I only have 4 of that, so let's just pop some heads real quick. It's mostly, I liked it on hard, but some of the things of like how apparently these levels are much longer has me like, not sure about doing hard. Oh, he took his head off. Neat. Resident Evil 9. I mean to actually play Resident Evil, and I've been meaning to. I'm certainly on the crowd of, like, this foxy grandpa, though. Like, damn. Beefy Leon. What'd he do? Did he, like... Did he get Chris Redfield's program or something? How many reps did he do to get that? No, I've not, actually. Not on purpose. It's just one of those things that, like, I never really had a chance to play it. I think the only one I ever actually got to play was the co-op one, and even then, not very much of it. It's just one of those things I never had a chance to buy them or play them. Like, my mom had some fucking Dead or Alive games. But she didn't have Resident Evil or anything. Oh, she flies back to the recoil. Oh, God. Do not enter. Well, we'll do not enter the do not enter in a moment. Alright, so this is how we started the level, right? Oh. Yeah, Dead or Alive. I remember the most recent game had some trouble. Like, okay, the only fighting game I really kind of got into was kind of Soul Calibur. And even then, like, kind of got into. Because, like, Soul Calibur had the thing of, like, oh, you can make your own character, which is the immediately thing that catches my interest, because time for OC Donut Steal. Yeah? Oh, wait. No, this is... This... Okay, that was where we entered at. Now we go over here, because the power and everything's open. Run. All difficulties be like, easy, have some fun, normal life is pain, hard, ready to smash head in a doorway, kid. No, no. It's also like, the most recent Wolfenstein, where easy is, you know, he's got the binky and stuff, and he's just like, ooh, you little baby, you're stuck on easy. Alternatively, you know, maji, easy modo da. Really bullying people for easy mode, sometimes funny, sometimes like... It really depends on the game, in terms of if the devs are really okay for doing that. Because some games really do just suck. And then there's other games where, you know, I played original XCOM, where everyone just thinks that the normal difficulty is incredibly hard. Or I believe the rumor specifically is for the original XCOM, is that the difficulty is locked on hard no matter what. Oh, we are in the fucking back rooms. Look at this fucking wallpaper and carpet. I say that, but no, this is like very 70s. Electrical sparks. I think we die if we go touch the funny sparks. But yeah, the thing with like original XCOM is that because it was so hard... Or no, I think it was like, original XCOM was locked on, maybe... I don't remember what the difficulty was. There's some weird stuff with XCOM 1 and XCOM Terror from the Deep difficulty. But specifically, Terror from the Deep is even harder and unpleasanter. And it's not just because of the cruises. Let's touch the funny sparks. I mean, let's touch the funny sparks. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it only takes one health off, actually. I was expecting that to just straight up kill me like in Half-Life. Get a chuckle out of journalist difficulty. Hello, mannequin. Journalist difficulty is always a funny one. Oh, our reflection doesn't show up. I mean, we are dead. Or we did die, so like maybe that's part of it, but also, you know, the alignments of difficulty and stuff. Backroom's just some photos from the 70s era sofa shop that was converted to a hobby shop. It's like an hour from where I live. I have weird feelings about the back rooms. I think liminal spaces are actually pretty comfy, honestly. So trying to make them scary with, like, not so well done monsters is kind of stupid in my opinion. Man, I thought there was gonna be something in here. Nice. You know, player's expense, work if the game doesn't take itself seriously. Yeah, if the game is goofing about it, it works. Area Death Stranding one that's just full of dead journos. That's funny though. Journalists exist for a reason. Also, hey, thank you for the sub, Remy. 9 months. There are many jokes to be said about 9 months, and I can't think of one that's, like, not the obvious off the top of my head. But hey, thank you. Hope you've had a good time, my farmer friend. Empty malls are, like, they're weird. Like people in a once popular 3D space is surreal, lol. I think scares me most are mimics. Yeah. Like, I think D&D has a problem with mimics in terms of they made them not serious enough of a creature, of a thing to worry about. But, like, if you look at them more like, say, prey mimics, or not even skinwalkers, I'm more talking, like, shape changers and doppelgangers. That shit's wild. Like, I still remember, like, I have a friend who got very drunk and high. And before things were over, he was just like, you know, if someone calls you later, it sounds like me, don't listen to him, he's lying. Bop. Oh, there's a little music playing in the background. That's nice. Man, can I get some of those, maybe? Some nice shoes. Humanoid mimics. That's... yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable thing to not like. I mean, the Uncanny Valley is such an It fucking hurt me. He did, like, 1 damage to me. Bastard. Right in the nuts for you. Okay, I'm satisfied. Oh, you gotta hit the button over here. Your world of mode is fairly scarily going through, especially if you can't check a corner. Key. Okay. In my experience, most malls are actually like, even when they're empty, they usually have a ton of glasswork and natural light to save money. So, if you're going in the day at least, it'll be a little uncanny, but you still will be able to see. You'll still have enough visibility. Well, I can't wash my hands of all the sins I've committed here. Shocked the woman's bathroom is as clean as the men's. Hello, buddy. Oh, shit. Cola! No cola? Damn. No cola, no donuts. What a shitty day this is here. Well, we need keys. The key to this thing is... I don't know. The key's where we please be. Roughly over there. No Beppis. No cola. No bonk. Conk. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, okay, the pocket lamp is back. Good. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I still think one of the funniest things I pulled on my party when I was running a D&D game is that, you know, mimics should be doing more than just a chest or something. So, they found a suit of armor that was a mimic called Fool's Plate. F-O-O-L, you know, dash it, not dash, apostrophe S plate. And, it didn't do anything until someone put it on. And it was really funny to watch is, like, the first bite it got was a crit, so they were having to try and, like, get their paladin's limp body out of the armor that was, like, moving around with her in it and stuff. Let's see. Liquidator's Note. This has been a pretty big job to take on solo. No idea why the store decided to close down. Sales numbers I've looked at were pretty strong, and it seemed like they had an equally strong customer base. It seemed like the owner just decided to sell it out of nowhere and then took off. I haven't seen the guy in weeks. The new owners ordered the store assets to be liquidated, so here I am. Lots of inventory to go through. These late nights are getting to me. It's silly, but I swear someone's moving the mannequins around or something. Never quite where I remember them being. Put some tape down the floor around a few of them, so I will know for sure if they move. Now that I write this out, it sounds incredibly stupid. I need to sleep. Well, buddy, you might have been right about the mannequins. I mean, it's Voice of the Void also had spooky, scary, moving mannequins, and my solution to that was mostly just, hey, you, Mr. Mannequin, are annoying me. You're my cuddle buddy for the night. Well, he didn't get up. I think we're okay. Because none of the mannequins have, like... I don't know if they expected... They probably did expect someone to pull what I did with this. They're probably all gonna, like, wake up and try to choke me out or something. If not, that'd be funny. Oh, oh no. The power. Oh, hey, Ismoldin. Let me get that sippy of drinking, because you know what? I am thirsty. Laos's living armored sword from Dungeon Meshi was a really cool concept. In general, Dungeon Meshi does a great job at making you think a little differently about dungeons and stuff. Because, yeah, dungeons need to have a bit of stuff going into ecology. I think, at least. Like, pardon. Oh my god. My body won't stop. There needs to be, like, some basis of real ecology in your Dungeons and Dragons game. Hello. I think that that kind of thing can do a lot for it. Dungeon Meshi was good autism food. Like, yeah, you thought you're being slick, buddy? You tripped down the fucking stairs. Look at you, dumbass. Now you're sitting there and think about your crimes. So we gotta go turn the power on. So as Wolfhead, you gotta understand, the cold weather has been kicking my ass, or specifically my joints. So, like, I have been not doing okay. Like, I've been having to, like, use a heat pad on parts of my back because they've been hurting. Please, I'm a little deep fried right now. That's all I can say for the level of crunch going on. It's okay. Technically, I also hate mannequins with, like... Oh. Hey, you're on the ground, buddy. Yeah? Thought you're gonna be scary? I really am ant-maxed here. Well, shrimps are kind of the ants of the ocean. They're the only... There is one species of the only known eusocial aquatic animal. Oh. They do... No, that one just bonked me. I just stubbed my toe on you. So... we need to do something down here for the power. Station's good. Oh, yeah. Heated blankets are so nice. I have, like, a little heated shoulder blanket that's also weighted that I use sometimes. That's actually my spine that's been acting up. And the funny thing is I actually don't have scoliosis. I just have my spine broken. What? Wait, is that supposed to be spooky? I'm sorry. Alright, guys, come on. Let me through. Be able to take a shower, then immediately jump into a toasty bed. It's absolutely peak. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that is, like, one of those uses of that kind of blanket. Oh, I was gonna say, is this door locked? Oh, no, that's... Okay, that's actually kind of unsettling there. Meat. The meat has overtaken things. Nope. Oh, oh, you okay, Sable? Hi, Sable. She had a bit of a slip. Not, like, down to the floor, but onto the desk. I don't know if you heard little scratchy noises. You okay? Yeah, she's okay. Oh, I miss you. Get booted, idiot. So that wasn't gonna be it. We need a little bit of power. Oh, hey. Crackheads. Well, you should probably use something other than the shotgun. This is a boomer shooter where every suddenly the back room's not shooting stuff. Oh, psychic. Influence on your mind weakens. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does the influence on my mind weakens? That's new. And, we're in the back rooms because we're in a shopping center trying to get our way out of here. We're just... It does have some backrooms energy, though, Snowman. Like, it really does. There's these guys here. Like, there is things to shoot. Just, you know, not as many as normal. Maybe this is kind of a puzzle level. Yeah, you admiring yourself in the mirror, buddy? Well, too bad. Used to have a heated comforter. Oh. I had a weighted blanket I used to use, but I have no use for it now that I have the 2 living space blankets. Help. No, that's certainly not concerning. The meat in the walls, the help here. Oop, can't save. Oh, that's spooky. That'll be fine. It's become inoperable. Crime upon crimes. Oh god, if someone makes a crunching compilation, that'd be really funny. Ah, crackheads incoming. Oh. Come on. Come on, headshot time. There we go. Oh, and that is a problem. Where is Psychic McFuckface? There's Psychic McFuckface. Can I go now? Oh shit. Alright. Since we all have autism, we're head empty, no thoughts, or trains or something, thus we're immune to psychics. I don't know what these psychics are expecting to do with me. I already had nosebleeds on the regular, so that's not gonna do much. So, how am I supposed to get out of this level? We'll find out. Now, come on, you're not the, like, office guy here. Oh, okay. Well, the psychic bullshit is over, at least. Now, is there anything else that's gonna happen? No. Actually, do these work? I gotta see that. Yes! Oh my god, the escalators work. Now this is good game design. We can just keep moving. Like the retro vending machines. Yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail to make this really feel very 70s. 70s, 80s, I think. I might be wrong. Like, the vibes are right. That's why it's like, it was kind of backroomsy, but now that all the spooky meat stuff is gone, yeah, this is so very old department store mode. Wrong turn now. She has to fight the entire population of LA. That's what most of these cultists are. They got their matcha labubu Pilates done, and now they're here to try and krill me. Like those guys down there. Just Philadelphia. Don't talk about Philadelphia. That place is... What? Oh, okay, so that's glass there. Good to know. Well, I think he blew himself up. Yeah, Philadelphia is a dangerous place. That also tracks. Oh. Greasy skull, auto, and muscle. Damn, do we get to steal the car? That'd be kind of cool. Well, I do get to go in there for... Yeah, we need the car battery for something. That's for sure. Question is, what do we need a car battery for? Are we gonna just chuck it in the ocean? Oh god, you're right. I almost forgot about Hitchbot. So, for those who don't know, there was a little, like, social experiment called Hitchbot. Hitchbot was just, it was just a little robot-looking thing that, you know, it wasn't actually a robot. It was a robot-looking thing, like I said. And its goal was to just hitchhike across the country. It got through Canada and like most of the US safely until it got to Philadelphia. And in Philadelphia, it was found on the side of the road, taken apart. As the Philadelphians are. Blame Puxatawny Phil is what I have to say. Well, we get the map here, at least. No joke, is what happened later. Have Planker written on him. Probably. But, you know, they also probably would have, like, actually done some AI bullshit with him if some, like, corporation tried to do it. Versus, you know, silly little thought experiment. Or social experiment. Oh god, did you make a clip of me crunching? I'll have to check that later. I know that there are clips of my sneezing out there because I squeak. Alright, those guys are flattened. Alright. We're at the jewelry shop. At least it looks like it. What's going on right here? Maintenance note. City Inspector has noted us a potential structural flaw in the access hallways. Management is confident that's nothing to worry about, but as a precaution, the access halls are locked for the time being. You need to get to the access halls before the intruders have a chance to get it all clear. You can submit access requests in the facilities office. Okay, that's pretty fair. We just gotta go to the offices. Tree. You know, I'm not sure how much it would be something worth streaming, but it would be fun to stream the original Sims sometime. Maybe I could figure out how to do, like, a potato mode of, like, the V-Roid I'm working on. Marrow. Bone rooms. Oh no. We were in the bone rooms, I think, everyone. Honestly, these movies look kind of sick. Yo, what is that in there? Exterminator. Oh yeah, the last Exterminator is a game I do need to play. I think most of these are actually properties of 3D Realms here, too. Incision, Frog Monster. Yeah, these are actual games, I think, for a lot of these. That's cool. I like when they get to do stuff like that. Stabbed, beaten with a blunt object, shot with paintballs, and stabbed by another different object. Oh my god. Rest in peace, Hitchbot. Don't go to Philadelphia. Playing the entirety of LA, doing a fortune because half the companies making bad ideas will count in the crossfire. Oh man, just put on that one theme from Cyberpunk 2077. Wake the fuck up, Shrimpleton. We've got a city to burn. Work order number 38. Issue. Gates not operating property when manager tries to operate them. Technician notes. It seems like the motor on the gates is in good shape, but there's no power running to it. I'll have to go to investigate downstairs in the maintenance tunnels. Someone screwed up a circuit somewhere and running lines for the new stores. Let me tell me a bit about a generator to get the door open and leave it up. Hell, maybe even a car battery give you enough juice to do the trick. You know... Well... That's telling us where we're gonna end up going, I think. Frank's big weenie. And walk. Oh yeah, this is like the 70s to 80s with that kind of name for a Chinese restaurant. Why do they have ballistic armor plates at the Chinese place? Did I like steal a buffet pan to use as armor? Because that's what I'm imagining by finding armor in that. Rip in peace, buddy. I suppose really the way it would actually be is, you know, more... Wait, hold on, use? Can I... Oh, can I, like, put my head under here, please? Get some fresh fountain soda from the tap? Because that could be... I haven't had soda forever, though. Actually, no, what am I saying? I actually had some glass out of Coke recently because I had a bad tummy ache. And fun fact, the actual real Coca-Cola with the real formula is fantastic for a tummy ache. I say this also to you specifically, Joseph, since you brought up your tummy hurting. Ding dong. That would have been more slick if I had done that, if I had been able to actually headshot him. Buffet pants would probably provide more ballistic protection over the military equipment. Chinese place near me this kind of shit that's been around since the 80s. It's called Yum Yum. So, there is a place that I remember hearing about forever ago that was Chinese Mexican fusion. And their restaurant name was Guacamole. You know, Wok-a-mole. Of all the puns, all the fucking puns. It's not a bad combo. All I can think of is Spider-Man. Oh no. If I flip these pizzas, Mr. Aziz is gonna flip out. Alternatively, pizza, pasta, put it in a box. And put it on my cock, my cock, my cock, my cock. Oh, it's like I'm playing Phasmophobia with this bullshit. No, no, no! Come on. Come on, bullets. There we go. General Tso's taco sounds amazing. I would agree to that. Honestly, General Tso, like, taco is one thing, but also, there's a lot of places you could actually go with that. Like, okay, this is gonna be like the most smooth brain, simple option even. But, birria dumpling. Birria soup dumpling. That's like my first thought for that kind of fusion. Yep. This would fuck with my ISP. Yeah, and that's the wild thing. I don't get how that happened. Ooh, spooky 13 months. A baker dozen a month. Hey, Boa. Thank you for the 13 months. Let's use this. We shouldn't have used that. Oh well. But, like, that's my first thought for the fusion, because the other one is, like, I've had a bad Chinese fusion recently. I went to a place that said they had, French onion soup dumplings. In reality, they were fried wontons full of, like... Fried wontons, Jesus. They were full of, like, a weird roux, like, sauce filling thing. And covered in cheese. It was not good. Like, I would have sooner expected, like, maybe a, like, bread, onion, and meat kind of, like, meatball kind of thing with the soup. No more room in hell too. Janky but fun. 8-man co-op. Okay, that sounds good. I should actually try that. Also, birria. I had birria a few months ago. I need to go get some again. I have thought about making some because I keep being able to find short rib for cheap. Oh, hey, the gun store! In the mall. God bless America. Ah, the lever action. At last. My arm is complete. Ah. Well, I'm glad that your mom has the recipe. That's one of those things, like, my great-grandma was really the one that cooked instead of my grandma. My grandma only made, like, cake mix. My great-grandma, meanwhile, would make these really good lemon bundt cakes. And she'd also cook the best bacon. Like, okay, everyone has their own type of bacon they like, and mine is totally informed by how she did it, and that she made bacon that was, like, just barely a step from burnt. And it was, like, still crispy, but not totally burnt. It was kind of meat crackery. Also, hi, Sable. Hold on. Sable, you trying to move over to your bed? Yes, you are. You were moving slowly, because you're skittish. There she is. And because of that, like, I'll eat most types of bacon as long as, like, the fat's rendered properly. But the best type of bacon is that nearly burnt, crispy bacon, in my opinion. Because no one else makes it like she does. Well, you can kind of make it like she did. But, you know, it's just one of those things that doesn't really come up much. Most places do really normal, meaty bacon, which works. Well, these guys, were camped here, and now they're camped all over the room. Look at that. I'm getting through there. So speaking of imp sims, because I saw that come up earlier, I do have Deus Ex on the list to play at some point, because I haven't touched that game since I was like single-digit age. I should play it again sometime. I never finished it. Never even got really far, but it's just like, I should play that. Oh. Ooh. Also, this game is just really good about using all the colors it has available to it. Oh, Mama Choi made all the traditional food, birria, tamal, pozole, sopitos, and legs. Oof. I've been a try. No, I think I did get to try pozole recently. It was quite nice. Oh. Okay, we can't just destroy the plates like that. I still think the funniest thing is, like, I went to a Chinese place, and they were calling their, like... So, there is a type of Chinese item that is, like, the flavored kind of stewed rice with filling, and they were calling it Chinese tamal. And it really gets to me, because that was how it was labeled in the Chinese place. And it is, like, the easiest way to describe that item, to describe Zong. But it was just really funny. God, I need to actually try Zomboid. I played it a little on a friend server, but it's one of those games that I've struggled to get into. It might be the perspective. I'm not sure. Manager office. Well, by default, I'm now the manager here. Does anyone have any meetings to bring up? I don't see any crackheads or anyone coming in. The only thing about the Deus Ex game that I will be maybe replaying is I will probably be using the Jane Denton mod just because it's a thing and it looked pretty cool. Oh, there's the key. I'm imagining things have immediately shifted and there's gonna be like 20 more enemies outside. That's fine. That's nothing new. Oh, look, they're airdropping in now. There we go. Shithole where people call all Asian food Chinese. Honestly, the hardest part of that for me sometimes is like... I just wish I could get more Japanese food than just ramen or sushi. I end up cooking more of the dishes like that for myself, because where the hell am I gonna go for like an oyakodon? Or abra soba? Which is actually my favorite Japanese dish. It's not like I dislike ramen. Like, a good ramen place is to die for. Search of Scientology. Nah, these guys are actually like... I mean, they got the same kind of terrorizing going on as Scientologists. They certainly... I don't know if they are, though. My arm is complete, though I need to upgrade this puppy again. Mods update to 42. Oh yeah, because like... The 42 was the one that put all the not NPCs, but it did put the NPC framework, and with it, animals mostly. I know someone made a horse mod for it that looks pretty good, which also, I wouldn't be surprised they just add it to the game eventually. Getting burgers, I gotta drive 50 minutes out to it. So, there's one thing I'm looking on. I don't have to drive that far for anything but burgers. However, to get good burgers around, I either need to go to like a legit place, or drive like 30 minutes out. Because there's no good burgers around here. Oh man, if I lived near Culver's, I'd be struggling with my life in different ways. But I also just gotta say, Culver's is good. Bird woman is right. Culver's delicious. Ooh, table stop stores that far out. 10% framework existed back in 4.0 is just not good. Mind you, I only keep up with that game through watching other people play it, because again, it's just one of those games that it didn't really catch me. It's really fun to watch people play it on YouTube and stuff. But, huh, we looped around here. Neat. But actually playing it has been, like, its own kind of bear. I say this when I'm going to also try and play Star Sector at some point on here. On a friend's request. And he also told me don't tell too many people because people get really something about that game if you don't know exactly what you're doing there, even when you're just learning. Oh god, Spengies. I'm not very good at Spengies. Oh. Can I seal that? I want the Hot Wheels. Not Star Citizen, it's not Star Cit, it's something else. The Star Sector. There's so many games that start with star that in space. Alright. Dong ding. Doors open. What the hell are they doing? We also have Subnautica on the list of things to play too, because I was gifted it a while ago. And that looks exactly like my kind of thing. Even if it is, like, not much of a shooter. Yeah, I know enough about Spengies and Clang to make the jokes. I just haven't played much of it. Employees only. Can I get, like, 50 tickets to go see, Coven? Nautica. It looks like a fun game. Yo, they got the toys. So I see ads are happening. Gonna get into this envoy. You can kidnap a few of us to help out. I know Muldra like the back of my hand, the amount of times I burned the place to the ground. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I might see about trying to get like a server set up for that sometime. Although I am also looking to get a server set up for a different game. Though it's a smaller one. More grinding resources than you expect. That can be fun. Like, I'm looking to possibly get together with some other VTubers to get an ABAC Factor server going. Oh my god. They make sounds. This pleases me. Ion Furry? You mean Ion Maiden? You mean, you know, game there are too much cowards to do anything about? Now the thing about ABAC Factor though is it was only 6 people, so that's the question of setup there. 3 to 4 hours trying to make an unfolding turret which kept blowing up and finally made it work, shut, closed, and self-destructed before I could save the blueprint. Oh. Season 4 of my Minecraft server with RL Craft. I gotta get off my ass and actually buy Minecraft again. I keep forgetting to with all the other cool games that keep coming out that I both want to play or suddenly hear about and want to play. It's a struggle. It's a struggle keeping up with everything. But that is the pace of the world when we get to see everything from every other part of the world all the time, at the same time, no matter what we're doing. I'm just bouncing around waiting for the ads to finish. We're in a vintage story. Bet. The vintage story! Honest to God, that really hit me more than Minecraft did when I was younger. Like, I played a fair bit of Minecraft when I was younger, but, like, not nearly as much as I played Vintage Story now. Vintage Story just really does something. It's totally not a reason to kind of force people to buy and play Vintage Story. Totally not. Unbelievable. Improbable, even. Vintage Story is that kind of game, though. That game is so much fun. It's such a good blend of genres. 25. Oh my god, 25 people. Also, hey Sharona, welcome in. Let me do that dad joke clock. Recently found out that I'm colorblind. Yeah, that news came out of the purple. That is surely a dad joke. Now, before we continue, everyone, look at the toys here. So these are based off other properties from 3D Realms. And they all do stuff. Now, mind you, I've played a little bit of Iron Maiden. Not Iron Fury. I know it's called Iron Fury because, like, Iron Maiden's a bunch of little pussies. The rest of these I have not actually gotten to play, and I should play them sometime. Or just some bodies into it. aptly named the Death Truck. God, I want a mod to, like, make technicals in that game. That'd be very funny. Payroll keeps on coming as they are. I think I'm gonna finally buy Vintage Story. Hope I can play with you along how the story vintages. I want to get a server set up for that. I might not always get to play. Oh no! The back rooms! Oh no! The back rooms with the spooky skeleton! That is a really good shitty loop there. There are mods for technicals in it, good. I also might ask for a mod for a P90. But that's just because, like, I'm a P90 simp. It's that simple. And I think the P90 was out at the time that Zomboid is supposed to be happening. Of course, it's a terrible idea also, because who the hell is going to find 5.7 ammo at that time? Yeah. Like... Funny. I can't kick it down. I wish I could. That is a good jump scare. 10 out of 10. Alarm will sound up there. Let's go check the rest of things if we're at the alarm then, because that alarm's gonna sound, and it's going to be booty quake and body ache and shooting time. Oh. Boom. Pranked. Pranked! That's a good prank. That was a good harmless prank there, is it not? Man, I love this part, everyone. This is movies. FFXIV, my dad bought me. Unfortunately, I don't have the stendo. It's okay. Filling up the stendo would take, like, the same cost as the stendo, because that's how 5.7 is. That is a grooving soundtrack for that movie credits. Okay, well, we only got one thing left to do. We gotta go into here. Let's see what's going on that hallway, too, just as a curiosity's sake. Did I throw on the FAL? Which version of the FAL? The FAL has so many fucking versions to it. 5.7 has a buff against 4 people, yeah. I remember when I want to go, like, shoot it, and every time it's like, oh, right, I need a whole box of it to fill an entire magazine. Because I have the P90. Hello. Oh shit, stuff. So you like all this before the party really starts. Hello? Am I full up on Magnum ammo? I am full up on Magnum ammo, look at that! Well, we're gonna still keep looting. I don't remember which way it came from. Okay. Thank God they added the map. If they didn't add this map, I would be kind of had a moment here. Okay, that's not gonna work. Yeah, there are a few mods for Vintage Story. I probably will install one in my save as well as, like, into the game. Because the thing about it is that there's some mods that use, like, new resources that get added with the mod. With most of the gun mods, they use sources that are already in the game. Or resources already in the game, as far as I can tell. So, you know, that's reasonable. Ding dong. Oh, Jesus, no, not this guy. Oh god, I'm playing Serious Sam again. Well, we might die. He just took out all of our ammo. Thought you were hot. Guess what? You're not. There's like all variety of gun mods in it. Umbrella gun would be pretty lit. There actually is, like, a shop I know of that still sells weapon umbrellas. Though I don't think they have any gun umbrellas. They have sword umbrellas, though. Oh, the main theme's going. We know we're doing sick this level. So yeah, I really love the music in this game. It's kind of minimal at times. But the main leitmotif is really good. It really fits that kind of like 80s horror movie. That is a fellow with a rocket launcher. Not rocket launcher, grenade launcher. And now he has no head. I'd have to go check. There's a fair few mods around for Vintage Story on that front. I'm stuck on terrain. Alright, we're back to being a god again. We had the lever action again. The lever action feels stupidly good in this game, honestly. How? I don't know. It just does. Hey, come on. Yeah, come on. Get around the corner. And let me keep shooting you in your stupid head. Yeah, pull the guy with the shotgun into your face. See what happens, fuckhead. So, vanilla, there aren't guns. I don't believe. But again, they do exist in mods. And like many games, it has a very robust modding community. Okay. I don't think we found many secrets in this level. That is the exit. I'm gonna go look. 2 out of 6. But also, be switching back. We will switch off the Final Fantasy after I go check for that secret real quick. Cause oh, hello. You know you're a little too tired, but even this, I'm like, oh. Pardon me, just gonna steal your shit. If you have any shit to steal anyway. Fucking broke cultist alert here. I like the Doppler effect I'm hearing on that alarm, though. That's really ridiculous. Ah, pardon me. Pick up o'clock, apparently. Oh, thank God. A little bit of health. Boy, howdy, do I need that. Well, let's at least make sure we get everything we can get here before we go to the next level. I would like to go find all the maps in this game, but oh my god. Or yeah, not maps. All the secrets in this game, but like, damn. CULTIC, you are a fat fuck of a game sometimes. That is all I can say. Well, you were the last guy left. Get the weapon parts, though, because, yeah. There we go. Duke Nukem Asmol. Kind of. Well, this is a game that 3D Realms is behind in terms of, like, producing. So, you know, Duke Nukem? Probably Duke Nukem feel going on here. Where is... So, that was... Where's the exit? I just found the exit. Now I gotta go find it again. And, you know, not step in a bear trap. Or 3. Well. Steal some from the stuff from the bathroom. Where was... Oh, this map. It's helpful, but also, like... It's such a fucking huge map. Alright, I think we went through here, then we go that way. No, not that way, then. Up here? And the exit's over there? No, we're going in a circle. Maybe? Oh, man. Look, there's going in a circle and throwing your ass in a circle, but I don't want to do either of those when I'm trying to figure this shit out. Where the hell am I going? I just walked past the exit. I was just there. And now I'm lost. Like, was it on the bottom floor? Maybe? Like, there was a sign for it and everything. And then I was like, okay, let's go loot stuff. Because, haha, let's go looting. I love stealing stuff. And... No, not through there. Well, I killed all the guys. Is this my punishment, being stuck on this map? Postal 2 levels of loss. I never actually had to play Postal. I should, probably. Yeah, so that's the exit down there, I think. Yeah, there we go. No, that's the one that's closed. Where's the other... Let's go check the map. I swear to God, I know how to navigate. I think I do. Yes, there was an exit sign. Not through there, because this way is blocked off. We can't go through the pizza and pasta aisle. Anything I can steal real quick from the gun shop? Nope. Still, a gun shop at a mall. God bless America. Postal 3 does not exist. I've heard that, yeah. You know, they just get the 4 for some reason-ish, but not really. Yeah, there's like Postal 1 and 2, and then things get a little hazy, and I don't remember what else is going on there. Well, there's the bear trap I said I wouldn't walk into. So we came out through here. We shot our way through down here, and up there. This is the women's bathroom. We went, did our business. How did I lose? I lost an inanimate object. The exit. The exit. Okay, right. We had to go through this. Okay. I can only assume this is the end of the level. Huh. Okay, cool. Ugh. I'm gonna imagine we missed a kill or two, probably? Oh no, full violence. Just missed some secrets. Let me stretch a little. Well, we're gonna switch over to Final Fantasy in a second because... Oh, that is a long-ass level. Almost removed glasses during that, but my phone died. That would have been really funny, but also fuck you, Asmolthia. That's all I can say to that. Fuck. Yeah, we're saving this for next time. I have a feeling there's a boss fight coming up. I don't feel like a boss fight right now. That's what I have to say. The boss fights in this game are just so fucking rough. So, give me a second. We're gonna do some quick scootaloo here, because I get to start Final Fantasy XIV, and then we'll switch over to that. So until that time, I'll just be yapping here, everyone. Because, like, damn, it is one of those Wednesdays. I swear. Why am I so sleepy? Busy hiding her mods. Fun fact, I already did that. Final Fantasy XIV XIV launcher is a much better way to launch the fucking game because you don't actually have to deal with the game's ridiculously bad netcode, among other things. Sorry about that. I had a very nasty cough. Don't worry about what you just heard, you know? Alright, we're switching over. It's loading. We'll set up the stream in a second. Yes. There we go. Right. Oh god, Dawn Trail. Dawn Trail, why are you so fucking loud? Alright, we're gonna... I actually made a separate specific thing for this. Totally didn't stream my desktop and someone asked what the Final Fantasy XIV launcher icon was pinned on the taskbar. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the mood right now. Don't worry, we're just playing totally normal Final Fantasy XIV here. Mind the oh, I didn't switch over where I'm at there. Give me a second. So, yes, my old other characters. Some of you have already seen my characters from before, so it's like, this is nothing new. So it's not like this is the biggest thing. Because, like, some of you actually recognize my art from my old card for my characters. But we're going to be making a new character, partially because my friends are all playing over on Animantoise. And I don't want to have to go through the hassle of changing stuff over, and making a new character on Balmung is kind of a pain in the ass. So, we're going to make a new character. I haven't played Final Fantasy in a long time. I have played it for a long time, though. I don't like Dawn Trail, and I haven't even played through Dawn Trail. And the reason I don't like Dawn Trail is that that's so fucking bright and so loud. Why is it such a flashbang? I wish you could just permanently change over to one of the other ones. She went through your VGen profile the other day with my GF. Yeah. I appreciate you looking at the way I see. Yeah, it's funny enough having some people recognize me from that. I got really into the roleplay in this, which is why we're gonna see how this is gonna go. Yeah, I once tried to breathe, let a cold and phlegm discharge itself from my nose and almost choked me to death. That is like the worst fucking thing. I've had that happen so many times because I'm as sickly as fuck at times. Got some interesting art. What's that supposed to mean? More than anything, I got a lot of 14 players who have commissioned me. So it is kind of funny at times. So I've already done some work making a character, but you know what? We're gonna go through it again. Because why not? Now, There's easy jokes to be made about, oh my god, why is it taking so long to load? Why is it taking so long to load? Here, we're gonna be a little silly real quick. There we go. There we go. It's encouragement in progress. Look at that. Oh, now it finally loaded. I was about to say. Uh, let me get back down here. There's a chair and the client looked at me with some concern and disgust. I'm so sorry. Also, I need to play Limbus Company. If there's a gacha game that looks fun. Kind of big in the housing scene, did a few commissions and people were wanting me to decorate for them. I did a few cool houses. Except that I mostly did them when there were, like, the other programs you're gonna mess with for the housing. Not just burning down the house, but, like, there was... Oh, God. Someone made an entire EXE where you could just do the housing stuff. And it was so nice, because, like, you could just mess with housing without much of a problem. And it was just... It felt like playing some fucking Animal Crossing kind of stuff. It was nice. It was a fun thing. I wish that they kept working on it, but they stopped. So, along with what's going on with Final Fantasy, your race really determines who you are, not in a statistical sense, or in any, like, gameplay sense, but, like, who you are as a person. You feeling simple, shrimple even? You could go with a normal person. Are you snooty, pretentious, with your head up high? You go with an Ellison. Are you even much more of a shithead? There's Lalafell. Now, are you a filthy fucking weeaboo? You got two options. There's Mikote, so you can go all nya and stuff. Or you can be the lizard. Now, the lizard is funny. Because, well, you see the males here. And then uwu, o'clock. But if you want to be even more anime, how about some yaoi bait here? And then also there's the furry, which the females look pretty cool. The shame about them is, like, a lot of gear is not really modeled around them. I gotta be real, the guys look really doofy. Like, you know, we got yaoi bait right here between these two. Here is the Bara beast. Now, it would be easy for me to just go with Lalafell because haha small, but you know, yellow matters more than being small as a shrimp. A fat fucking tail. So we're gonna go with lizard. Because, damn it, my first character was a lizard too. I say that. Originally I played a Mikote, then I switched over to lizard when they came out immediately. Can't really say that's surprising. So we're gonna go with the fat fucking tail, the wizard lizard, because yes, we'll be probably doing a wizard class. Mostly because I want to do a class that I haven't done this tutorial with again, because I've already gone through the tutorial for, I've gone through the Ul'dah tutorial so many times. I don't want to go to Ul'dah again. I'm so fucking sick of Ul'dah. You'll see, everyone. Now, honestly, I'm kind of torn on if I go with Rain or Zayla. Are you gonna boost? I might. The big thing is, I want to see, do you guys want to watch this, or can I just boost up to, like, Dawn Trail, is what I gotta say. Because that's part of things is, my group does want to do stuff together, and you can just level down for all that. And I do want to see some of what the game has changed with, well, with progression, since it's been a while since I've done that. But also, I don't know. I don't know what there's going to be going on here. I don't know how much fun it's going to be. Oh, hey, Raiders, welcome in. Hey, Lurk. I saw you were doing some art earlier. How'd that go, Lurk? And get you that shout out real quick while I get a sip of drink. Pardon me. Hope your spell rotations isn't broken. We haven't even started the spell rotations yet. Don't exactly care what you do with this game, your choice on it, not mine. Well, I do like to always ask everyone here because you're the watchers. I am just the humble clown joking around. Our realm where everyone has half the quests from it and post. Alright. I have not done it in a long time, which is part of why I'm kind of interested to see what the hell they've done with it. Still a slog, but much better. Let's go Zayla, I think. Now, I might have to go do... I'm going to do a little research, actually, for the name real quick. Because, you know, I could just go in here as Atia Tepes, but I'm a role player. I played this game through this game multiple times, and because of that, I know some of the naming trends, so we're gonna have to go look at some Mongol names really quickly. Let's see. So the thing is, for me, I played this back in 1.0, so I've had a bit of an investment. My main character has a also here, so we can have a little. Let's do some side by side work. Also, let's change the lighting. No more blue filter. There we go. You know, I got some decent stuff going on here, so probably not the max, but something towards large. It's not like the boobly dooblies are that on tubely. We only have one answer here. We only have one answer here. Fat fuck tail. Oh, nice upskirt. Whoops. Never was a Final Fantasy fan, so I was like, eh. I really liked 6. 6 is the one Final Fantasy I really, really enjoyed. The others, I'm just kind of like, they're not bad. Different Realm Reborn, stop paying attention to the story. So, the thing about it is, like, I have a lot of opinions on the story. You're probably going to hear a fair few of them. Also, hey, Doey, welcome in. I love how Genki that emote is. It's so good. Also, I just noticed you have a Totodile as your little thing. That's great. 10 enjoyer. I never got to play 10. So, what face? I'm generally a phase 3 truther for Al Ra because it's got that kind of mature vibe to it, but I do want to try something different. These look kind of the most like antenna, is what I gotta say. That's my opinion here. I'm probably gonna like scale the hell up out of the face, because why not? Do love the emote. You have it's the wide smile. Those are some great emotes. I am pale as fuck. So we just switched over to Final Fantasy XIV, my master. I just finished up, the mall level in CULTIC. Just got ditched and see myself continuing the game. Yeah, nah, I feel you on that, because, like, it is supposed to be multiplayer, and then there's, like, also, they only recently added a lot of stuff to make it you could do just everything single player. Everything and everything single player, even. Like seeing your drug dealer in public, what the hell? I have a group I joined that really wants to do stuff on 14. And specifically, they want to do stuff on stream on 14. Anyways, what kind of hair is going to fit this kind of silhouette I got going on? Maybe this? But I don't like the ponytail in the back. It is interesting seeing all the options in HD, because, like, I haven't made a new character for a bit since that. There's always this that gives, like, the double antenna going on kind of vibe. I think this might be it, but we'll see. Need an apocalyptic scenario to fill it home with role-playing. New Vegas is still just that, and I would believe it said it here that I'm a drug addict with low intelligence. That is a peak role-playing experience for that game. Let's see. Purple. Nice purple. Some blue accents. Maybe we need more of a slightly blue kind of color for the main color. This is one of those mods that gets people into modding this game. Sorry, apostropheing the game. Because, like, the color is not... It's close enough, I think. As close as it's gonna get. Saying this as I'm playing 14 right now. Well, I'll be on Adamantoise. And depending on things, I might just try to zip through the story. Apocalypse Radio ASMR. I have a feel like sci-fi radio ASMR where it's like you're on a research station with rain kind of vibe. Those are really nice. Maybe that? As I actually go and look over on the other screen. It's like slightly off on the saturation front. We'll mess with it. It's easy to change character stuff. We'll see. Big fucking cheeks. Let's take those down a little. I mean, I'm a chibi right now, but I'm not supposed to be a chibi forever. That for Fry, that's gonna make it hard for me to see things. Rainy ones are one of my favorites. Same. Like, there's a reason I made a point to, like, part of the reason I like the aquatic vibe is the rain, the water, everything going on there. It's very nice. Okay, let's, yeah, there we go. That's a little closer. Ah, that's perfect, actually. Barely played 14, but I do appreciate how they're rock ears. No, they aren't, but for me, that's what they are. They maybe accidentally give me obviously their last name. These guys are cool. I love Aura visually and, like, everything story-wise going on with them, especially the Zayla. Because as you'll see in the name generation stuff, these guys are Mongolian. That's not something you really see in fantasy outside of, like, vaguely alluded to with orcs half the times. Let's see. Eyes. There's not really super big eyes. That one actually, the default one actually does look kind of close to what I got going on. So funny as stuff that I found you way back with your OG character. Yeah, that's still... I kind of made myself kind of obvious sometimes with the art style going on. But that's an artist thing. I can't escape that. So we can have some cool-ass looking eyes. I love these guys also for the glowing eye effect they got. Nothing... And they also... And, like... Yeah, look at that when you zoom out. That always looks so cool. Eyebrows. What about eyebrows? Let's go with that one because it's got a little bit of thickness to it. A little bit of sickness and thickness. Longer. How's it look from the front? These are like subtle differences in this one, just in length. I think that one looks better though. Hopefully we'll see Emmett Silk at some point, but that's a question of how much everyone else enjoys this. You, everyone's here, as well as my friends also playing this. Let's see. Probably gonna stick with thin lips. Color. Yeah, let's do that. And how could we go without, like, cool-looking scales? There's something wrong without the scales on the cheeks to kind of match the chitin. Not too far off, I think. Face paint. There's only, like, one option. I mean, there's two. There's lots of actually okay options. This is actually one of those things I'm kind of surprised where they haven't updated this at all. These are the same options since 2.0. The exact same options. Yes, they're higher resolution, but they are the same ones. But, let's see. I think the eye makeup looks a little trite. Let's instead go with freckles. So that matches more. The hard part of the CC that's the characterization is actually going to take a little sunbrows. I'm going to actually do some Googling for names, because, like, I am a lore nerd. I had a name in plan if I went with a rain. It was going to be Anaebi. I believe Anaebi Yamaguchi was going to be what I was going to go with, so Anaebi is sweet shrimp, and just going with that as a single word would be fun. And then Yamaguchi. No, it wasn't going to be Yamaguchi, it was Yariguchi, Mouth of Spears. So it could be an orator who speaks sharply, or because of my name being Tepes Impaler, also fitting that. But I'll have to go do a little research real quick, because the aura, the rain, are Japanese, while the Zayla have tribes that are really cool. They each have their own vibe going on. Probably gonna go with one of the underwater ones real quick. I feel like my name does not match the aura. No, it's kind of wild. But they're very picky, but the thing about 14 is they're really... You don't have to stick with them, But the fact they actually have such ideas available for you with the lore is so nice. Complicated relationship with rain. I love rainy days and smell of wet dirt, but I'm eternally cringy. I'm Illinois because one of my longest professions is woodworking. Oh yeah, that would get in the way of woodworking. That was a problem I had when I was more into minis, because when it's raining, you can't go out and prime your minis, because then the humidity will act up with that. And that was one of the biggest problems I had with that. Max 6 faces per sex. Let's not forget, the biggest thing that, like, about that's really annoying. Why can't I switch the horns on my face? Why can't I put, like, different horns on my head? Because that would be cool looking. You know, switch these out for something else, maybe. I do like these, mind you, but, like, maybe a different face with the horns? I know there's means of it. I know there's solutions for it. That's what got me started on a dark path before. The fact that the bunnies can switch their ears. They can switch their fucking ears out, and they can have them with any type of face. Yeah, and we don't have earrings to put on them, like, because that would be cool to have the earrings right here, but I'm trying to stay cool and calm. Setseg is kind of close to Tepe's. I might do that. Yeah, humidity is a bane upon all. So we gotta go through the voices. We gotta find which one's gonna annoy me the least, and you the least, everyone. The default voice. I hope no one else is, like, listening to your audio, everyone. Because that ain't the right kind of sound there. That's not much of a cheer. Well, we can't actually hear the game. Ah! Wait a second. Why isn't it working? What? I have it set to a specific... Hold on. Are you for real? Give me a second, everyone. We haven't been hearing that... 2 seconds. I'm gonna bounce between some things, and hopefully... let's try this. Can you guys hear that, everyone? I swear to God. OBS, you son of a bitch. Give me a second. There's supposed to be audio for this. Okay. There we go. The crustacean scuffstration is happening. There we go. Audio now? Can you hear this? The video game? Okay. So... yeah, you can check the pain sounds of all of them. But this voice doesn't sound bad. Shadowbringers. Yeah, Shadowbringers is good. I actually am kind of excited to replay Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers was fucking peak. So, the default voice. We out audio, suspicious speaker, lump in throat. That's just OBS right now. That was just OBS a moment ago. Oh, this is kind of that ara sort of voice. No, never mind. It's moe and cute. Oh. I don't think so for number 2. I don't think so for number 2. I think it's a little too squeaky. Like, you talk with that voice on Xbox Live and they're gonna call you a squeaker, among other things. That sure is a roar. I was that squeaker. A lot of us were. I actually wasn't because I did not play any console games online. Bleh, pardon me. Maybe 3. 3 is not bad sounding. 4. That cheer for 4 is kind of ridiculous. Maybe. Squeaker, my voice drop overnight. I have a friend who basically... Well, I say friend, but there's always the story Yuboa tells me. Where was a squeaker, then went away sick for like a week, and then came back and his voice dropped. And it just freaked the fuck out of the teachers. Hey, Halo Reach and COD Zombies, it was nearly mandatory to have a mic. Yeah, from what little I played of COD Zombies as an adult, that stuff does need a mic. COD Zombies without a mic, you're gonna... That is a fucking screech. I think maybe 5. Oh god. I think this is one of those voices I remember being annoying. That's not a good voice. Oh, that is a fucking screech. People left lobbies of non-pike person re-died about EO1. Oh, Battlefield. One of the Mikote voices. I believe it. In the nards. Oh, you did miss Cultic. Sorry, Badger. It took like an hour and a half to get through that level, though. I think I'm probably gonna go with number 5. But we'll hear what everything else is real quick. 8 isn't bad. I think I'm not gonna go with 8 just because that's what I used to use, and I'm a little tired of that sound. What about 9? That scream. Hey there, Artbot. It's all good, Badger. It be like that sometimes. Honestly, I don't really know when my voice finally hit its adult point, but it did. It's like, man, that's all I get. That's what voice I'm gonna get. I'm probably gonna go with the tribe that, like... Special... Holy shit. I'm probably gonna go with the tribe that does, like, diving underwater, I believe, for, like, 20 minutes. That's the one I'm probably gonna go with. I just gotta find the name again. Oh, that sounded like she was, like, clearing her throat up for that, like, little barely gasp of an excited yell. Oh, that's number 12 got for us. Caw. Caw. Oh, number 5. I think we'll go with number 5. So voice is one of those things you have to, like, pay to change, but you get one free change for it. So I did do this before, messing with things as a rain, but you know what? I like Zayla. Let's do that. Well, let's do my actual birthday here, which is not far away. Well, if you guys do resub, I will be playing on Ether Adamantoise. Adamantoise? Adamantoise! Oh, I am a French, and this is my server. Let me actually move myself real quick over back to here, because we got that done. Let's see. Glaciers, moon. Ah, there we go. Limb lane. Seas. Let's go with that. Well, so Power Lines is wanting to do Gladiator stuff. And I know that Kiara has already gone Conjurer, so we're gonna take the multi-pronged approach. I've also played this before. Arcanist is fun enough. I think they changed it. From what I hear, they really dumbed down stuff with Summoner, but we'll see. Arcanist allows us two things. You get to go Summoner, and you get to go with Scholar, which means that I get a healer as well as DPS options. So I can get them fast-ass Qs, and I can do damage for Stola stuff. So it works. Now, what I'm hoping to do in the future is once we get there, I'm probably gonna go with the I was about to say Pictionarius, no. God, somehow I'm forgetting what the class's name. So much more streamlined and easier, it's night and day. Is it good easy or bad easy, though? Also, hey, Neos Pink, welcome in. And yes, I am free of Balmung. I am out of Balmung. Pictomancer, thank you. Like, but I could also go Sage, which was my main since it came out, because they changed Scholar a little and I didn't really like it. Okay, so there's a lot I can go on about with this game and what it did to classes. Like, there's a lot of that, and it's a lot of old baggage. And I'm going to try and keep that too when it's relevant, because I have a lot of problems with this game at the same time, because I have played since 1.0. But I'm going to try and go in this with a fresh mind. Summoner was too hard and clunky. It went from too hard and clunky to Lego pieces, but I don't mind going to it with Lego pieces, because, like, in 3.0 I gave myself a bit of actual fucking carpal tunnel with hitting the proper rotations with Dragoons, so, you know, I'm fine with playing something a little easier on my wrists and stuff. Oh. Thank you for the 10 months, Ismolfian. I'd like... 10 months is damn. Also, I'm glad that you like that emote. Honestly, it's one of my favorite ones I've done of these. I took these so long to realize I just need to do a boomer emote. There, you can move your character just saying serve those in Mateus or Balmung lol. And that's the thing is, I don't want to move my characters off Balmung. Is the thing. I don't want to move them off of that server that was a pain in the ass to get into in the first place. And I don't feel like redoing my entire main character who has the whole little, like, legacy tattoo on the back. Because I'm still attached to her if I ever come back to this in roleplay. Not Sargantus. Adamantois. Oh, let's confirm that. Alright, so it is time for me to go quickly look up some Final Fantasy lore. Because the thing is, each of the races has their own lore around their names and stuff. Mateus is a better server for RP. Man, the sad thing is I had a medium house on Balmung, and I wasn't able to log on for a bit because I just got so fucking busy. Well, there's two options I can immediately say for Tribe. Kagon is one. There's also the Aegean, which swim everywhere. So, oh god, the Balmung Gooner clubs and stuff. That shit's insane. Yes, there are two tribes I'm thinking of right now. The Aegean are swimming, a tribe that does a ton of swimming. They can hold their breath for 15 minutes, which, yeah, damn. But they swim to avoid things. And then there's also the Kagon, which avoid the sun entirely, because the sun is evil. Which is also fitting for a vampire. Because either of those works. But let's, FC on there, there's a Goon Fest. You find it's active and now you're found a unicorn. Let's see. I'm gonna actually do some, like, because, you know, what the shrimp? Some kokoi. think we'll go Agent for now, but I'll think on it. Balmung is like... The reason I'm even on Balmung, by the way, is because as a 1.0 player, that was a legacy server. And I kind of picked it also because I do kind of enjoy .hack. Like, I've gotten to read some of the stuff related to it and watch some of the anime, and Balmung is one of the main characters. Well, we get Shwimp Swimmer, maybe. There's also one that's Masters of the Sling Spear, which is almost an option too. But there's also ones that explored water. Because the thing is, these guys are cool. Like, in my opinion, these guys are one of the cooler races in terms of lore. I think... Kagong... I think we'll go Kagong because it also sounds cooler. Yeah, it's really kind of a shame what has happened to Balmung, as it is. But it still holds a bit of sentiment. So, we're about to get into the opening cutscenes. It's very long and can't be skipped, everyone. So I hope you're ready for a bit of a watch. Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn shrimp, even. Let's see what's happening. It's loading. Maybe I pick a different voice. It'll be fine. We can use the free Fantasia if it comes down to it. And now it's time to indeed hear, feel, think. Ah! And get flashbanged. Okay, never mind. We're not going to hear, feel, and think yet. We got, we're gonna sit in the queue a little, everyone. So, how's your day been, everyone? We gotta put the elevator music on as we wait to get in. That's a bit of a... I know every server does, but it's just really funny timing-wise. It's like, the light flickers. Oh, now the game's actually starting. It's just such a silly little shake of pace. Working on a music video thing for too many hours. Well, if you can take a break from it, you might want to so you can look at it with fresh eyes. Because that's how I've gotta say it works best for me with big projects. Just take a break, look at it later, decide what's good, decide, oh god, I worked too hard on something and cocked it up. But that's just me. Waiting for Friday, hoping I won't work Saturday. I hope you don't have to work Saturday either, because that sucks. Personally, I'm waiting to hear if I have an event I have to go to on Saturday or not, because I'm surrounded with people who can't figure out their plans readily. Oh, it's time. Well, the game still does look pretty. It is still one of the prettiest MMOs on the market that isn't like Black Desert or whatever. Certainly getting dropped into something. I don't think it's feet first into hell, though. We're certainly not hell diving. Well, here. I feel about the same when I get a headache, honestly. I forgot how many flashing, like, lights there are like that. I can hear and feel, but I certainly can't look. Ah. Hate Black Desert. Black Desert is only really good for, well, for customization. Oh. I know a lot about you, but for right now I don't. Okay, are we gonna stop with that now? Ah, shit, we acquired another horn. Let's go. Our power has increased tenfold. Now where's Carbuncle to kick his ass? Please. I think I played this in a brighter room last time I did. My eyes hurt. No, I did not. You're right, they did update her voice. I don't think they updated anyone else's. Oh. Oh, now we're out of voice cutscenes. Oi, you alright, lass? Alright, we are in Limsa. Oh god, I hope you are ready for whack-ass pirate accents, everyone. You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets beside. Rolling the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Oh god. Right, we're in Limsa, and I am voicing all this. Pirate accents and Welsh names. Oh god. I have made a terrible mistake. Don't seem like seasickness now I look at you. I'll be the ether then, I reckon. Limsa lemon soda. I love Limsa, though. Limsa is, like, honestly my favorite city. Give me a second. There we go. Like, you'll see when we get in, everyone. Some more sensitive stuff than the others see, and we ain't too far from Valbrand now, which is chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You soon get used to it. I don't know if he's got sea legs yet either. But this is actually kind of funny to see compared to, like, the insane shit they had in the 1.0 intro. Like, that's something that I could either try and put on from YouTube later or Google it, but the 1.0 intro for Limsa was kind of insane. Nope, wait, I missed that line. Oops. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa is still a far way off, in case you were wondering. As soon as you're awake now, how about you keep me company till we get there? What? I'll have to. God. Getting stuck with small talk on the way on the fucking metro is bad enough. Now I'm getting stuck with small talk here. Oh, ads. All those graphs and customization options all spoiled because of the very limited outfits. Most people play with all their characters minimized to ropes anyway due to their performance reasons. Oof. And yeah, like, the 1.0 cutscenes were just phenomenal. It's kind of, like, I get why they had to change things. The 1.0 engine had some really good stuff there, but that was also having an entire player's worth of polygons in a fucking flower pot. Sip. Let me take a screenshot real quick, because one of the things we as a group are doing is getting some art. Well, we're stuck to think. We went through all that work in CULTIC to get shot and end up here. And now we have to talk to a random stranger stuck on a boat. Them young uns don't much care for conversation, see? Ah, yes. The OC donut steals of the game, really, because you can't make a character that looks like them at all. And you can get their hair, you can get their outfits, even though these are, like, the generic ones. But, so I'll wait a moment before I keep going, because, yeah, ads are going. What am I doing here? So I'll have to see what is going on with, things this week, because, like, I know my group does want to try and do a collab this weekend. I'm not really sure about that, because I'm not someone who's easy to spontaneously stream with. My schedule is scuffed. Oh, but we'll just have to see. Because otherwise, well, I just will have the occasional one with them. I think we're going to be doing something proper soon. And again, one of the things I'm going to ask is, like, do you guys care if I go through all this, or can I just blitz through some of it? Because I know some of this stuff is just... it's better than it was. But, for those who know, I imagine you have flashbacks about Bravelocks. You know, all the stuff to get into Bravelocks and Titan. Because I do. I fucking do. I have so many terrible flashbacks of that incident. Say blitz through the intro because you already know it all. Well, I will do that. I'm probably gonna, like, take some time with the Limsa side of things, because I actually have not gone through Limsa. No, I have gone through Limsa with one of my other characters. What am I saying? So, we'll see. But I'll try to give people, like, enough of a thing of, like, hey, look at this game, and then You know, I gotta go read up the copy paste again to say, because that's the thing about Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is free for this part. You could just go play this if you really want to get into it. Welcome back, everyone. You didn't miss anything. We're still trapped on a boat, stuck in conversation. Hey, Rhodes, Brennan, the name, and Pedalin's betrayed. Nobody's here to watch you getting talked at for 3 hours. Yeah. It'd be one thing if it was the cutscenes. Soundtrack is still great in this game, though. Much as I'm a little sick of some tracks after so long. You'll hear more of those later, though. Ah, yes, a lovely foggy view. Actually pretty nice, though. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, last, check about your unusual garments and say you want them new adventures. Am I warm? Hey, what do you like about this game? So, it's not just the graphics design. Because I did put work into making the character look like me. The graphics are nice. The lore is really interesting. The setting is really cool. I do really like the music. It's just that the thing about 14 is that some of the particular expansions are rough. And sadly, that includes the base level of the game of 2.0. That's what this is right now. It's kind of rough in terms of how it's paced. Going where the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. What's what first attracted you to it? Well, let's see. The Tylenol stare is certainly an option. Because that's kind of the response I'd give to being dragged into a conversation like this. Honestly, I'd sooner go with, like, knowledge or exploration, but none of these really... Because, like, I like to travel, I like to explore, I like to try new food. I like to learn about what people and culture are doing in places. I don't think any of these really suit what I would go with. Because, like, food and humor are two of the backbones of any culture, I think. Two of the deepest cuts of any culture. That once you understand the food and the humor, you truly understand a place and its people. And, well, I can't say that here, so I guess we're just gonna go with, the Tylenol stare. None of those really do it. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brennan's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret or 3, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather stay secret, too, so I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit being dead, and that's a fact. Well, seeking not being dead. Shenanigans are afoot. I am trying to go through this with a fresh mind, but there's a certain level of... I played this game to, like, right before the most recent expansion, Jaded, and also seeing how they've changed the game. But we'll see how many changes are good. Ships off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. Just today I looked up a ton into this game. What would you say to a newbie? It's hard for me to say to a newbie that things get better after the first after like the first set of patches. After the first 50 levels it gets better. It's really rough for me to say that, but it's the truth. Because part of that is, in a storytelling sense, they were really just trying to put something together for the first 50 levels and past them. Or the first 50 to 60 area. Yeah, Realm Reborn is rough. And the other part of it is that, in terms of gameplay, they keep simplifying the lower level experience because they don't want to, like, add more skills to the whole thing as they add more skills to the higher level characters. So, it's really hard for me to recommend Final Fantasy XIV. And that's my honest truth of it. If you like it, I would say to play it. If you think that if you make a character you're attached to, Even if you're just skipping the cutscenes to play it with friends, that's honestly fine. The only place I would say that, like, I know, I'm sorry. You know how it is where it's like someone has 1,000 hours on a game and then gives it a negative review on Steam? That's how I feel about Final Fantasy XIV sometimes. Like, I love this game. Yeah, every expansion after A Realm Reborn is genuinely good. They just really need to go in and rip the guts out of the first expansion still. It is a slow burn. Yeah, treat it like a slow burn, but you know, if you stick with it, you're gonna find absolute peak story. It's just that, you know, the guy mining to get to the diamonds? It's like that. You have to really slowly plug your way through the first parts of the story, and then it's absolutely fucking Kino. Like, real talk, Shadowbringer was so good, it made my one friend who was skipping cutscenes stop skipping the cutscenes. And that is the third expansion, and it is really good, I will tell you. Like, Shadowbringers is absolute fucking cinema. Pirates, bloody hells. Have you no sense? Skip below! Okay, no, I can't do the pirate voice. It's gonna make my throat hurt. We're just gonna use normal intonation now. Because, ow. This is A Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn is sadly what you start with. And it's kind of rough. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on ships flying laments and colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. That is one thing, though, is that, like, the dialogue is almost always very charming in 14. Particularly, the English localization of this game is really, really good. It's full of little in-jokes. It's full of really making things more culturally European for where you're at. Like, this pirate place is just full of, like, being absolutely... There's some, like, shit-ass pirates here in the best of ways who, like, curse, and they're crude, and it's really, really good. And the voice acting is really good, too, eventually. Yeah, Shadowbringers is just... ugh. Bit scared of being locked on a server. How did you choose yours? So, my friend started on this server, so I picked this one. The thing is, you're not really locked on a server, Smormus, because you can switch... You can go to any server you want. You can go to any region or anything you want from wherever you start at, as long as it's, like, in the same... I think it's as long as it's in the same, like, thing in terms of, you can go from... No, I think you can... Yeah, you can just do any kind of travel except the Japanese servers. You're right, Asmoltian. Like, wait a second. The only thing you lose out is you kind of lose out in being able to mess with a guild or a house on another server if you want to make that your main server, but you can pay a transfer to it. So, you're not locked in. You can just play. You can just do most things. It's also free for, like, the first 60 levels. Now, I think it's the first 70 now, so, you know. We're as easy friends. We made out of cannon range. No buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty tempest once the wind's in her sails. Yep. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd lost mine otherwise. Pirates gave it the chase. We must be close to port. Set the deck and have a look, shall we? Fun memories of playing this game during a not-so-good time in my life, and it really helped me through it. I took a big break in this game until COVID. Like, I played quite a bit of through Heavensward into Heavensward end of patch stuff, and then I had to take a break, and then Stormblood's solid. And then Shadowbringers. Holy shit, Shadowbringers. Very good. By the way, is this your first trip to Limsa Lamensa? No. This is not my first trip. This is not my first rodeo, buddy. Thought not. Aye, but I wager there's been some changes since your last visit. A lot journeyed itinerant to apprise you of the current state of affairs. Hip. Limsa Lamensa prides itself on being Oriosia's foremost naval power. Not too long ago, this place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to a current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass as a respectable nation. You never guessed she was once a rum-swollen buccaneer herself. Yes. The best leader, fucking Merle Whip is best. Best girl. Best country leader. We love Merle Whip in this house. We stand Merle Whip in this house. You'll see her eventually. Peak. Limsa is the best, by the way. You'll see. Of course, most folks ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. This, yes it does, Formus. It really does have, like, a phenomenal story once it starts rolling. It just takes a little while to roll because the start of the game is a little rough. But past that, it's just gold, gem after gem after gem after gem. Because, like, even the ones that can be a little rough on story have really fun stuff to do. Like, I've got things to say about Stormblood, but it still has, like, some great fights and some great side story content. And all of them have absolutely amazing music. If it weren't bad enough, I heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are sea-dwelling beastmen the local folk call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Well, call me Shrimpback then. A pimp named Shrimpback. Ah, at long last, land ho. Oh man, I remember the Yeah, Belmong. It was a nice server. It was a nice server. Behold, Limsa laments, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved by Limnane, goddess of navigation. Now, I would suggest no spoilers in chat for those who do want to play this. I know most things except for Dawn Trail stuff. But you know, spoilers are their own thing. I'm not going to be spoiled by most things.
On a windswept isle in
Audio.
the southwestern corner of the realm.
Ah, yes. Absolutely my favorite city in the game. Well, favorite starting city.
Lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa.
It's really pretty. Like, it's kind of a maze. In a good way, though.
To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
This is just cut from the rocks out in the ocean. God, it's pretty.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane.
Part of why also about the villain in this game is he's such a favorite character.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Well, Monk is still okay, Ubuyo. I think that you also have a lot more choices if you do end up resubbing, and you also might not need to resub because the free version of the game is a thing, after all. But yeah, what I will say about that villain mentioned, he's such a favorite to the dev of Warframe that she hired his VA for other work. Also, hey, Paralines, you can see that I have made the shrimp. I actually made a different name than I originally thought I was going to do, because I ended up going with Azela and Lore Nerd. So you can go pretty far with free-to-play in this. And I'd recommend you do, so that you decide if you do enjoy it or not, and, you know, don't get tied into a sub. Because, you know, if you free-to-play and you take breaks, you won't feel like bad. Like, oh, I'm still subbed to it. I really got to play this because I paid money for it. Instead, free-to-play will just feel like you can do it whenever. You can just take it easy. Hi, Amakuma. Welcome in. Let me get you a shout-out real quick. What was the Bear Maid up to today? Because, as you can see here, well, we are at, I just started up on, well, Final Fantasy XIV again. It's been a long time since I played it, but here we are. Now, if you got a raid and run, go ahead. If not, you're free to sit here and chill with Final Fantasy, the free MMO, the MMO that is free up to level 14, up to like level 70, all that shit posting stuff. But yeah, what were you up to today? Because, well, it's been like this, as well as some shooter stuff. Yeah, battle passes are ass. Bounce off of Realm Reborn twice because of exactly that, feeling forced to catch up with people paying a sub, etc. Yeah, I blitzed through it before. Yes, this is not my usual kind of thing, but I got some friends who are playing it, so I'm trying to join in on it. I have actually played Final Fantasy XIV since 1.0, but I haven't played a new character since they did a lot of the updates, so we're gonna see how the experience goes. Finished Abatic Factor. Ooh, nice! What do you think of the ending? Because I finished up a little while ago, and it's a pretty fun boss fight. I say as the person who is wielding the shotgun. You know the shotgun. Hey, Phil Alfredo, I'm doing great. Quit it for a minute and Stormblack is a certain character. Was it Xenos or Lise? And here's where we part ways, lass. Lise, yeah, no, understandable. Off to the marks to deliver me wares. That's on the high road for me. Here, why don't you have this? By the way, thanks for saving me arse earlier. Well, I had the lasers. I like the ending, but I wish it was a longer fight. Yeah, that's fair. It could have been a longer fight, too. Melee build. Oh, yeah, the melee build in that fight was rough. I had a friend who had that going on, and, like, he really couldn't do anything there. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Morgan, but also welcome in. I had the silly shotgun from, like... I had the anomaly shotgun, and I critted it, like, 3 times. You know, the one that flashbangs your friends. I love that shotgun. Best weapon in the game. You didn't tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. I'm the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. I like Brandon, honestly. This is a good intro character for the game, because he's not too fussy. He's just a dude.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul.
Yeah, that's Lise, alright.
Till sea swallows all.
Till sea swallows all. Fucking let's go. Limsa is such a cool city. The Limsan, like, Maelstrom Guard are cool looking. I love their outfits. I really love their, like, special outfit. I ground through shit to get that to wear on my original character here. That is a set of emotes that's so good. The funny thing is, Limsa was worse in 1.0 to get around. Now it's a lot easier. Honestly, though, I think one of the biggest glow-ups from 1.0 to 2.0, it's gotta be what's going on with the Shroud. I will have to show you guys what 1.0 Shroud looked like. That shit was a nightmare. Actually gonna in-game and nerve Moonstar walk past me. There's so many, like, ridiculous names in this game. That is a really good one. I've seen some really shitposty ones, and then here I am with, like, I had to make a lore equivalent name. Hey, you there. Pick up that can? Oh, okay, no. Hi, I mean you. This is my district. I'm making my business to know the scum that washes up in it. Don't look so pleased. Venture fresh off the boat. Is it well, then? Oh, no, Limsa laments his finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. He really is telling me to pick up that can. And we're gonna be in a little separate instance real quick while we get to go through the tutorial. Welcome to Limsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and vagrants, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard. Oh god, right, the default controls. Hold on, we gotta do something here. We are switching to Legacy type. Thank God. I'm not trying to go away from you, buddy. I'm just trying to check the controls. There we go. That's much better. Because, like, the original controls are kind of not... The controls they changed it to are not good. That's just my opinion. So I'm playing an Arcanist, which is use a book to do stuff. Also care config. Give me a second. I'm skipping playback of previously viewed cutscenes. Thank God. Character. Manually adjust visor. Auto shoot weapon not battle. No. It is a calculated choice, Yuboa. It lets me have healer and DPS as options. Because otherwise, you know, I would be... If I want to play healer, I'd be stuck over in Gridania, and Gridania can go suck it. I hate Gridania. Like, tie me to ultimate weapon and throw me at Gridania. I am ready. The elementals can just go fucking die. Trying to remember some of the stuff, like... C pose, that's it. Because you can set... Let's just look at the idle poses real quick. We'll go with that one for now. That one gives some character, though. Gridania is xenophobic as fuck. Yes, it is, and that's why I hate them. Yeah, Lavender Beds is pretty. It's just, you know. Let's talk to him. Start the quest. Yep. Oh, the fucking crunch. My neck up there like that. Just fucking... Yep, I can see you now, buddy. Wish you could, like, bend down instead. Now that I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. Without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throats in some piss-stinking alley. And this is why I love Linsa. It's so fucking crude. I love it. Yeah, the fucking... Duskwhite genocide, the Mikotes and what's going on there. Gridania is fucking awful. Ul'dah, it's full of, like, the terrible gap between the rich and poor. Lips, at least, everyone's out to slit your throat. And you know what? You can at least deal with knowing everyone's a snake instead of that. So before you do anything, get yourself the Drowning Wench and enroll in the Adventurers Guild. I know, I gotta go through the elevator. How far? Head to the Yep. Elevator. What is he, your fucking twin brother? Fellow by the name of Bateron. He's the proprietor of this wench. Might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. It is almost a shaft. Heck, Melomometer. Also welcome in. Yeah, Ul'dah! I kind of hate Ul'dah after running through it so many times with characters. Run along and maybe the navigator guide you on your journey. The navigator shall guide these nuts over your face, buddy. Now, we're gonna not talk about the tutorial stuff, because I've played this game too many times. Let's also move that down. Oh, I need to change the UI. I need to do something here. There we go. That's a little better. We'll mess with the rest of it as I go, but, like, some of this is just wiggly. Is this your favorite MMO? That's a hard question. I like this MMO, but I think my favorite still is... It might be Mabinogi, but also not entirely, because Mabinogi is kind of not what it was. Mabinogi has become, like... It went from an MMO with some gachapon elements to it's just entirely a fucking Skinner's box. Copy and paste it from your documents folder. I gotta check if my old character still has that to copy and paste over. Because that might not have saved between my computer updates. Mabinogi has changed so much over the years. Yeah. It's kind of rough sometimes, really. Because I like Mabinogi, but I don't like the new change in the loot stuff because it feels really... Like I said, it's become Skinner's Box 2, Electric Boogaloo. The Mabby remake will be like, I hope it'll be a lot of the same, at least on gameplay, because Mabinogi is an interesting one. It is a very different feeling MMO, because before, it used to be, it didn't have classes or anything, and had a very large emphasis on life systems. Or I suppose, crafting and gathering and stuff, and also, like, you can befriend the NPCs and stuff. And it was really anime style. I'm talking like 90s to 2000s anime. Oh, Maple Story. Oh, my chest, my heart. Yeah, Nexon just does a great job of just destroying games like that. Dumbing things down to make it easier for people to no-life grind. Yeah, because that's the thing is like, it used to be a game where you were limited on stuff you can do. And it was pretty shrimple, honestly. But it was also, like, it had a very intense combat method sometimes, because, like, sometimes the combat was, like, you had to do... It was actually pretty intricate with how it worked. And I played a mage in that because, well... I didn't ask how big the room was, I cast fireball kind of stuff. And unfortunately, mage was, like, the hardest to do, because the way to actually continue being a mage in that game and be good at it was you had to do for some, like, crazy quests and crazy finding stuff to get extra powerful spells, and that system was cool. It was not the usual progression. Let's talk to Baderon here. Dungeon Fighter Online, I played a little of that, I remember. And it was okay. I like the visuals, but I never really touched much of it. Maple Story makes 2 to 4 billion, though. I know Blue Archive makes a lot because of certain crowds playing that, you know... Whoa, crowds. And what I have to say about it is, like, I saw some of the designs, and it's like, oh, that's kind of hot, and then, oh, that's, like... They're not, like, faking it, that's just straight up a high schooler. I'm not sure how to feel about that. That's not good. Cater to the Korean emote bases can be really hurting the game. So, that's the problem, Badger. You don't want to know what this game has been catering to? This game has been catering to the Japanese side that can't play the game as well as the Americans. So they keep dumbing down the classes. It's the opposite here. Will it be? Ah, but you ain't here for a drink, are you? You've come with a mind to you're venturing, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. Name's Baderon. This is the most hospital of hostilities in the Drowning Wench. So fun fact, when I roleplayed in this game, I roleplayed a Limson. I got good at typing this shit. I also can read it fairly well. 'Tis also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we got a deck, especially for handling guild business. And why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than when the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside of you, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. I was an Ishgardian. I mean, Ishgard's cool. I like Ishgard still, and it gave a lot of lore for people to work with. And if they don't manage, so the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course. But they're planning anything. You be sure to kill a lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again, and you see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them, even after everything that's happened? Urza took a mighty blow during the calamity, but her homes weren't the only thing what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damn bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories, too. And no one's able to explain it as a way that makes an ounce of sense. Oh, I mean, Taco Bell when you want Taco Bell. It hits that part of the lizard brain that Taco Bell's things. TBH, I think if anything boils down to my belief that the older MMO is, the harder it is to sustain while keeping the parts of identity that endeared people to it in the first place. Because yeah, you need to get new people. And that's the hard part, because it loses what it was in that. But eventually, it becomes a game for everyone. And a game for everyone is a game for no one. Or abducted and used as a freak dragon man. So, mine was like... Her family was one of like the first wave of Aura that came over because she was a Ka. And she ended up joining the Maelstrom because like actual like civic loyalty and stuff because, you know, Limsa is not too far off from the steppe in terms of how weird and violent things can be. And like Merlwood's just that fucking cool. Do you think Final Fantasy XIV is healthy for the future? That's a hard question. It's a hard one to answer, partially because the game's in a weird place. Part of it is that Square Enix keeps funneling money off of it to go into other projects instead of into 14. So they can't really do as much as they want to with the game. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections of a hard night on the Yale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. Oh, if we're getting another Ishikawa X-Pack, we're so back. The game is so back, if that's the case. There's one thing they'll remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorza back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, that we ain't forgotten what they did for us. The god's damn calamity spawned a memory loss robbed us of the names. They won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see is your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blind glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd goal. Is this what got people calling these heroes the warrior light? If Limso's ever gonna put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help manage the fear. It's gonna need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. That's why any aid we can give to adventurers will be enough well spent. What say you, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Shit, we are so fucking back if she's back. We're so back. Dawn Trail post quests, those were pretty good. Good. Keep Ishikawa. Like, we need her to, like, stay on the team. Otherwise, Final Fantasy XIV will fall. And Navigator 9, she steered either my way for a reason. Ah, but listen to me. Yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got you marked in me book. I love how the Lamentsons talk. Like, this is good localization. You have a pirate area. You're gonna make them sound like fucking talk like a pirate day every single step. Quoquoi Kagan, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations. You're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? Oh, look at these smug fucks. Captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel. Several witnesses have testified independently that passenger matching your description went on the deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend's signals were you? Are you racially profiling me? Are you guys profiling me? Because I'm a lizard who's not from around here. Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You got the wrong lass. Fine, upstanding young lady is me dearest departed grandma's sister's niece, cousin's close companion. Lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. God, Limps's writing is so goofy, in the best of ways. Is that right? You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at this time when the loyalty of our closest friends is in doubt. Ah, you make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me. Two more often than not. Now, sir, what say you take to me fine sail before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Okay, crisis averted. The power of beer. Yeah. Oh, man. I see them talking about grog. Okay. So, grog is not just, you know... They say grog, but grog is an actual delicious cocktail, by the way. It is rum, sugar, lime juice, and I don't remember if it's like... I don't think it's sparkling water, but it's like a lot of ice and water. It is refreshing, it is quenchy, and it actually won't get you drunk too quick, because it actually is fairly low concentration of rum. It's very sippable. I like grog a lot. Finch might offer some of the cheapest grog that's on the side of the Strait of Melthor, but that don't mean you won't get you good and pickled. Oh, look, there's a chair over there that's crying to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? Papyrus font. No, no papyrus font! I mean, that's because, like, it has... So, they actually do... All these signs here are in the Eorzean alphabet, and in English. You can actually read them if you go check the language stuff. It's cool. Excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. They have a spade or kidnapping say, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they're taking to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, pretty much every bugger else in town. Well, those are some rude cons then. Us Laments, don't take it personally though. Us Laments can be an headstrong bunch of bastards. It's true, but given time will grow on you. Now, where was I? Ah, so it'll grow on me like a bunch of barnacles then. Welcome to Limso Lamento, where the sea is as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Take them on and gather your wits, and we'll get you started with learning the ways of the city. I have one thing I need to do real quick, and it's pretty simple even. I saw that I have 20 fucking messages in the mail. Yep, territorial. Well, we got the carbuncle. Yeah, come on. Let's get rid of this. I'll set up stuff here later. I'm reading most things. I am going to take a break, though. Because the thing is, I have not done the Limso tutorial, I don't think. Tasks. Okay, let's see what he wants. I'm going to take a break, though. My throat is starting to get a little funky feeling. 3 easy tasks. Clear nose to the west. We need to go to the Aetheryte Crystal. Chat with the guard there. Marketplace. It's quicker than you say. Why is me corn purse so liked? Head of the Merchants League. Octon will treat you well. Last mailful hints. Fellow spell slingers at the Arcanus. Yep. Okay. We just need to go do 3 quick things, which will be really quick because I remember where they're at. We have one more thing to do. For the time you summon crucial. Calamity's made a right mess of me memory. Past any poor thoughts will think that we need help. Give them help. Yep. We have to help people because we're an adventurer. We're the good guys, everyone. Oh yeah, they added this because this is the big old tutorial for how to play the game guy. We're going to ignore him. He does not exist for us. Because I have played this game too much already. It is still really pretty though now. Must equip quest making a name. Alright, come on. Let me go talk to the midget. I say as a little shrimp. You know, I should probably go delete and finish that up real quick. New adventurer. Green flowers. Explore, pick up the herbs. Shady goods. You know, this sounds like a terrible idea, having like some new guy just here. Hey, can you go get the drugs? Right. Come on. I see the 20 mail. I need to go get those out of the mail moogle. The mail moogle taunts me. Let's take the crow's lift. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. That kind of mood now. Peculiar hoib. Oh, what's the herb we got? Is it a peculiar green herb? Ingested or smoked? Am I really narking on someone? Am I really going down a trail of spleef here? I'm really picking up a trail of spleef. Hello, I see you, Asmolthian. there is the chat delay after all of streaming. But yes, weird. Oh no! Oh, we are in danger, everyone. That is the Florida woman over there. Shit. She might eat those bath salts and then eat my face if I'm not careful. Following you since you went down the elevator. You just loaded in! The game is not the happiest on my PC thing, sadly. It, well, the update is a little stiff at times. I didn't see you until then because of that. Yes, novice adventurer. Are you gonna have me pick up that can too? You got a beefy PC? This was beefy. The only thing that isn't beefy is my graphics card's like 5 years old. But everything else is still like new-ish. It's kind of a PC of Theseus kind of situation. Because I can't do full rebuilds all the time. It's just kind of steady swap in and out of parts. Sumhinda. Sundhimal. Yellow jacket, yep. Please, I know about aetherites. For those who don't know, these are the things that let you teleport between towns. There's also little ones to teleport between towns. But man, these do look pretty now. This is really nice graphics. Oh, right. Limsa is the main hub for everyone outside of Balmung. The thing is, on the server I'm from in Balmung, the quicksand is where people lurk at. The quicksand, where you don't want to go with open-toe shoes. Because you're either going to get something on them, or you're going to find someone who's going to be like, hey, can I suck those toes? Don't go to quicksand. Do not go to the quicksand. At least on Balmung. Trying to teleport. Yep. When are they easier? That's the thing is, like, they do give everything some lore relevance. You know, teleporting to and from towns, it's all ether and stuff. Or get something on them and then they suck your toes. Exactly! You know exactly how the quicksand works. Alright, attunement. I know. I'm probably gonna just go up picking up all the ethernets in a moment. I'm so glad they changed sprint to not be ass, by the way. Again, the only reason I stayed on Balmung for a long time was because Balmung was... When you had a 1.0, Balmung was one of those legacies. Oh. Thank you for the million. I can pay you back from my main sometime if you would like. I have, like, a lot of money on there because I was the crafting bitch. Let me tell you, man, the money you could make selling bookshelves when houses were, like, bouncing around was, like, insane. 50 mil, okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the startup capital. That's the best way to put it. I really do, though. I can actually accessorize a little. Because now I have tutorial bullshit to go keep running around for. Because yes, kids, and we are starting at the beginning. Have these hoibs. Hello. Highly illegal blooms and as dream flowers. Oh, somnus, right. Somnus, by the way, is basically opium. But no, lavender. Exploit the new servant housing up with 50k. Ooh, 80k imitation windows. Ooh, that's the way to do it. Yeah, for me it was the bookshelf market, because bookshelves are stupid easy to make. Like, I could sell a bookshelf for $500,000 when it only has like 30k to make it. It was really silly. It was really, really silly. There's a lot of stuff you can do like that with crafting to make buku bucks if you know the markets. The other thing, crafting is its own kind of fun thing in this game. Holy shit, this is the center of town in this server. Farmed 2 months beforehand and made bank. So that's the thing, you can play the markets like hell here. Also, I'm gonna invite you to a party, because there's so many people in this Limsa. Limsa's fucking crowded as shit in this server. I'm used to Limsa being mildly dead. Mining ore and MMOs is what I do. Well, there is mining, there is fishing, and there is gardening. Particularly mining, so there actually used to be weirdo little mini games for each of those. You can play those at the golden cactpot? Golden saucer, that's what I mean. Market, please, just here, take the octant and let me continue with this stupid story, please. Not even stupid story, but yes, it is a player-driven market. Most items that are like top tier, unless you want to try and get them from doing raids, players will make them better. PC is not liking this. No, it's not. It's really not. But it's working, and that's what matters. He is a ship captain, and good deed must be repaid. Wisdom of a master merchant. I know about the shops here, though. Stuff's bazaars, potions, and perishables. United agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during the sojourns of distant shores. This guy is just the living equivalent in the nerd emoji, but I do like his text. I am reading it. I read quickly. I read much faster than I read things out loud. I'm sorry, everyone. So, there is some cheese around that, though. You can, indeed, go travel to other markets to buy stuff. And you can have alts on other servers to set things up to sell. Also, thank you for pelotoning me. We appreciate the silly bike thing. Alright, I should probably summon the creature. This carbuncle will not be abused like they used to be. Don't ask about carbuncle abuse is all I can say, everyone. It's a terrible thing that happened a lot because people in this game are kind of... This game's full of coomers. Not system config. We want to do a HUD layout. Let's move that down, because, like, that looks icky. I will see if my old hotbars work still, but this is better. Mats craft and useful items cheap there. That's good to know. Community is less... I wouldn't say this community is less toxic, but it's okay. As long as you don't get mixed up with the clubbing people and the role players, it's less-ish toxic about this game. And I say this as a role player myself. The role-playing community is full of drama. I do love role-playing in this game before. But... And also, just don't go to the clubs. The clubbers are insane. Arcanist Guild, research the field of Arcana. Science of exploring arcane geometries. Which is why I think that, like, Arcana and the Arcanists are cool. Intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence. Draw for them, manipulate the body's etheric energies. Oh god. The clubs. Okay. Alright, we're gonna take a second to explain. So, especially during COVID, there was a huge boom of population in this game for clubs. And I don't just mean like, you know, oh, role-playing clubs of stuff like people are doing stuff and going out adventuring and pretending to be characters. No. It's people who are making nightclubs in their houses and playing generic-ass DJ music on Twitch and dancing there. And, you know, they might or might not have some mods to look like something. Oh god, this is why I have the chat thing over here, because I'm already seeing the ads. There's already ads out for fucking clubs on here. Let me remove this real quick. Because, like, I have that there for privacy, because, you know, sometimes people don't want their conversations up online, but let me hide this real quick. Look at that. That orange chat there, that is someone advertising their club to go dance and do parties and stuff. I wish I was joking. PR chat, yeah. Wipe in a dungeon. Yeah, like, that is true. The community is generally nicer, but it also has a bit of a toxic positivity problem I've experienced. The toxic positivity problem being sometimes that, like, people can be really... If you do try to give them advice, they get pissy with you. I've seen this happen a few times. And also, I have, like, some, like, pain sometimes, because I healed at times, and there are some people, like, who co-heal with... Oh, God. Oh, the next Second Life. If you've seen what the modding scene is like, it really is like the next Second Life. Just, it's really bad. If there was ever a reaction stream I could do relevant to this, it would be showing you guys the horrors of the mod beast of this community. It would be really funny. Toxic positivity is an issue for sure, yeah. Sweaty tryout, not to pretend I have a social life. Well, that's the thing. Most people play is pretend they have a social life. You already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Sure, let me hear the history. Roots of Arcana can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the Southern Sea Isles. Island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematic terms. Formulae firmly developed into arcane geometries. Weave ether into magic effects. Arcanus. Seas, trading vessels. Yep. I love Arcanus. It's really cool. Because it's like... I can almost imagine, like, with how charting the stars for actually going around the seas and stuff, that's its own kind of thing that kind of works with Arcanus. Only has a kind amount of her personal staff. And, like, these guys are not just wizards, but, you know, they also handle trade and bookkeeping and stuff, which is really cool. Yep, come on. Let me in! Gimme. Standard practice. Yep. Now, I have done this storyline, and the thing about this also to bring up with 14, you can play any class you want in this game, and not just play any class, you can play all the classes on one character. Because you can play all the classes on one character, and from that, you can do whatever you want, really. Yep. Leading like the Arsonist Guild. Also, female Rogan are really pretty. It's a shame the male ones look really doofy, honestly. Interpol receptionist, yep. Ether, Carbuncle. Pursuit of definitive solutions to any possible quandary. Yep. Play the most effective strategy. Only other situation. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament and predicament? I'm prepared to reason. I am a very reasonable person. I reason with many things with a gun. Clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. We have to go kill Bedbuge. You know, we'll do this in a moment. We will go krill other bugs in a moment. PvP? Yeah, surely. I need to go open the fucking mailbox. I have 20 letters. Oh. And also the one thing I will say negative about this game, as I have many conflicted feelings about it. Wait, hold on. I need to go get the ether thing. I have items I bought on my main. Those items are only per character, not per account. For, like, cosmetic ones. Like, I have mounts that I have on both of them. But for cosmetic ones, it's... Yep, Ethernet. 23 items from all the pre-orders and collector's items. Yeah! And I've had, like, I have a few mounts, like, people bought me them because... Let me tell you, you get really bored sitting around waiting for some of the raid bosses to spawn. I sat there for, like, 3 or 4 hours waiting for Chi, if you know what that is. And Chi is a very boring boss to sit around and wait for. It also is why I hate the song from that area. Oh, we can also get into... So, honestly, part of why I like Limsa... We got fishing, we got cooking, and we got Arcanus. And we have, Marauder, which turns into Warrior, which is also a fun tank. Yeah, it is a really pretty city, and it's got some really fun classes. Like, and there's also smithing here, too. To be fair, it might be a little empty because my PC is not happy. We're gonna go to the Fisherman's Guild so I can get that Ethernet. Priorities. Went the wrong way, that's what. Yeah, it's a nice... I like Limsa a lot. It's probably my favorite of the main starting cities. It's got a vibe to it, it's got ocean, it's got the pirates. It's got more than any of the other cities, it's got, like, a lot of variety of races here. Because, well, compared to the others, you actually have, like, the Quirns and the, lizard guys that I can't remember the name of. Okay, there we go. Let's get that. Yeah, because look at this little guy. You don't have any of those in the other cities. He's got a little hat on. Shoot ruins mouth waters and mouth-watering fish waters. Me too, buddy. Me too. I could totally go for some fish. Are there any other Ethernets on this level? No, I think we're heading up now. Yeah, Ethernet is how you do the quick travel through the city. And it's kind of important to pick them up. Let's go find stuff. Oh yeah, those clubs are also where the gambling goes on in this game, like any MMO. Really, every MMO has some gambling happening in it. Like blackjack, roulette, stuff like that. Oh my god, a coyote. That makes sense considering the new area, but like, damn. Cute. Where is... There it is. Let's just go to center of town and go upstairs. Well, there it is. Oh. You know, once we get into those, I can actually... I'm also gonna look and see at other outfit stuff that's available, because, like, I need to get out of these yee-ass clothes. This starter outfit is... It sure exists. And it's kind of hard to actually use the pieces elsewhere compared to the other races. Like, you know, the Mikote one, people still use the skirt or something, or the gloves. It's not so easy to do that with this outfit. Limsa. Limsa. There we go. I was like, hold on, come on, load, Limsa. And then we just gotta keep going, because my god. Like, it's kind of a mess of a city in the best of ways, is what I have to say, though. Like, this is an inspired city, is even the words I'd use. It's just a really cool area. It rises from the sea. You can see all this stuff in the distance. The bridge is out to land. The water falls in from land. Ugh. Limsa, home before I messed everything up. That's kind of how I feel here. I didn't mess up restarting this game. But man. Can I get that one? I think I got that one. I gotta check now. Need for raids and stuff like that take time to fill in, so not always. The big thing about that is, like, you can find groups, and it does pull from, like, most of the worlds for raids and stuff. Some of the older stuff you might have a harder time filling in, but if it comes down to that, you can probably find a Discord and ask for people to be like, hey, I gotta go do this thing. Can I have some people? But it isn't always like that, like, some of the, like, 24-mans will take longer to fill up if they're not the easiest one, because people spam the easiest one. It'll come around eventually. Cool, we have all the Ethernets. That means we can now teleport outside of town when it lets me actually move again. There we go. Alright. What's in my mailbox? What is in this abomination of a mailbox? Let's see. I know you are. I know, you are delivery mobile. He's very cute. Campaign. Yeah, I know. I need... Gimme. I've spent too much money on this game. And then some of these are from like, hey, you played the game a long time. Here's some free shit. Yep, elite. Yep. Be ordering one of these patches. You know, I never played Final Fantasy IX. Also, welcome back, everyone. And yeah, that's the thing is, like, it's helpful if you have multiple classes, because it's like, you can get a much faster queue for a lot of things, depending on what you're doing. For example, this class I'm playing has an option to be a healer. And that means that I can just, switch to that if the queues are taking too long. 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. I never played 4. Come on. Alright, we are now at... Mail. Oh god, the roulettes. Yeah, there are roulettes, which are a great way to get experience and also help people who are at lower level stuff doing stuff. But, some of the roulettes that can be really unlucky. Shrimp Arc and a starter Pokemon. It's this little freakazoid. A carbuncle. Don't Google carbuncles, by the way. Worst mistake of your life. Don't Google that. Oh my god. Come on. I do not know what he will be named yet. He is a pal. He is a buddy. He's here. Oh god, I remember sometimes with, like, doing roulettes and getting old Tantara. An old Totoroc. We're almost done with all this mail. We get a free swimsuit, everyone. We can get that leader, though. And finally, another Fantasia. Sastasha 3 days ago. Right, they did also update that, I believe. Okay, more mail. It's almost done. They haven't updated Sastasha. Okay. Because I know they've updated a few of them for, like, the whole system where you can just go in with NPCs instead of actual people, which a lot of people do. I have problems with this in a very simple sense of they really dumbed down a lot of dungeons to compensate for this. Because the NPCs are stupid. Do I start with glamored stuff unlocked or no? Because I gotta go store all this stuff. Oh right, I also gotta do this. And... players are just as dumb as the lol. Yeah, true. Is the unfortunate truth. Oh my god, deep fried shrimp? Hello? That is a hell of a name to catch while I'm doing this. Amazing. I feel like I just saw a cryptid, everyone. Are we done yet? Wow, this moment. Yeah, it kind of was. I was like, huh. A shrimp. A fellow shrimp. We reached the point of impatiently clicking. How would a shrimp man name be? I'm not sure. Okay, we can't go in the inn yet. I have to keep going through the story as much as I want to go stick my store all that into it and actually gonna mess with the timers. Okay. Shrimp Land, I'm not sure. We're probably gonna go with Westlvania for that. Probably gonna be like west or something, but we have to see. Right, we gotta go do that. So hit that quest up. And then we gotta go out of town to go kill bugs. Other bugs. Not me. I'm the best bug. I'll keep living. Carlos Sugar Tit. That is a hell of a name. Jaunt around the city. Last time you'll meet this in 3 places. Start exploring. Listening. Good ear for listening. So far. Oh right, I should put one of those earrings on. Because I have, like, so some of these special earrings are actually gonna give bonus experience. And they also look cool. I just wish they were on the horns, actual. But alas, what can we do? And it's just earrings. Everything else is just glamour stuff. Do I have a hat that looks good? No. I have Final Fantasy II hat. And this thing, which looks interesting. Oh, we are gonna need to fashion the fuck up, everyone. Yep. Need to hit level 4. Alright, we're going out of town to go kill things. My favorite. Time for some riveting combat, everyone. At low levels, it's not too riveting, but it's fine. So... which gate was this that suggested? Tempest, okay. And you also get experience for exploring maps, which is nice. I do like the exploration part of this game still, especially as the maps are really pretty looking. They're a far cry from what they were before, in a good way. The old maps were terrifying and labyrinthian. And honestly, the forest was like non-Euclidean at some times. Alright. Combat. We cast one spell. Funniest content. So the stuff around Hildebrand can be pretty funny. But that is up to some people's taste. It is very Japanese humor, which some people like, some people don't. I think the funniest though is actually Blue Mage shenanigans. Like, Blue Mage shenanigans both for the story, because the story is pretty much like WWE kind of bullshit, but also actually getting Blue Mage spells is very silly, and actually using them is very silly. So honestly, I think I'd sooner say Blue Mage stuff. Because Blue Mage has its own separate system of everything in, like, a good way. For example, as a Blue Mage, you have an entire separate system of, like, singleton combat quests, as well as doing dungeons as Blue Mage is his own thing. Oh, God, I have to do... Oh, no. There's a dungeon that They haven't updated that, have they? I'm sorry, there's a level 50 dungeon that is a really giant pain in the ass that you have to still go in synced as to get stuff from it for Blue Mage. What's up with the siren? Those everyone's who know what I'm talking about. The one that you have to do so you can then go to the other one to get, like, the Blue Mage form thing. Oh, I'm not excited for that. That's, like, the one thing I'm just immediately feeling dread about. Wait, did I not? So, we only get return, huh? Guessing we didn't actually attune to the Aetheryte. I may be stupid. Did I not? Hold on. Let's find out. Hi, Sable. I did not actually... No, I did attune. It is set to my home point. Why couldn't I teleport then? Oop, hi, Sable. Blue Mage is special, but like the best kind of special. The most ridiculous kind of special, really. It is a lot of fun to mess with, though. You don't talk about build your own class kind of bullshit. It's that. You can be a healer Blue Mage. You can be a tank Blue Mage. You can be a DPS Blue Mage. You can also cast Final Sting on things and immediately die as Blue Mage. It's really funny. It's a really good class to just fuck around with, but also, like, the chivos for it are fun to get. It makes you have to do things unorthodox, and I love it for that. I probably will do some Blue Mage shenanigans when it comes time to, like, get to it again. Alternatively, if I do end up boosting, I might just go Blue Mage to, like, get up to where my friends are at or something. I'm not sure yet. Well, let's go yap over here, then. I'm now an Arcanist. Hunting log. Oh yeah, self-destruct is also really funny. Like, do you think it'll take you? I'm not sure. I keep getting caught off guard by yapping when I could, because this isn't a very grindy MMO is the thing, until you get to higher levels, or when you're doing crafting. The first part of this game is very... You have to just talk to NPCs a lot. Like, there's a lot of that. Let's go do the hunting log real quick. At least some of it, you know? Because... let's see, Zephyr Drift? There's that. But there's a lot of goofy shenanigans you do as Blue Mage at times. Like, I'm talking... I found out the goofiest way to end a boss over in, I think it's like Zamiel Darkhold Heart? No, it's not Zamiel, it's the other one in that area. Something Stone Keep? God, it's been a little bit, so pardon me everyone. But yes, you can kill the stupid turtle dragon with level 5 death. Because yes, level 5 death is a thing you get as a Blue Mage, and it works like it does in the other games. And it's little touches like that that do keep me coming back to this game. There's a lot of little touches of just, like, funny stuff. Oh, I need... Okay, I got the rats already. Rats. Dead. Now time to kill bugs. Lower la nose. We upper la nose, we lower la nose. And now, I mean, I think we're in middle la nose, I think. Alright, well, level 5. Yeah, we're in middle la nose. Let's go kill these lambs. Honestly, I could go for some lamb. Like, funny enough, that's actually one of those things. In America, we don't eat mutton. We only eat lamb. I actually would like to try mutton. More specifically, I'd like to try mutton and, like, see what I could do with it from the various cuisines I know a little of. Is it one of those things where I'd need to marinate it Chinese style to make it good? Is it one of those things where it's like just a quick marinade and sake will improve the flavor of it? I don't know. And that's where I'm really curious about it. I love, by the way, that current Carbuncle he just fucking sits here. He's just like, yeah, Queen, you can do it. Just kill it. You can do it on your own. I don't need help. He's just sitting there watching and not helping at all. It's kind of puzzling, honestly, of a change. Wait, I really can't teleport yet? Alright, guess we're walking, everyone. Oh, wait, I have mounts now. Because I have DLC. We'll just stick this here. We'll get a actual hotbar set up soon. Can't summon mounts yet, right? We have to fucking walk everywhere. Lamb chop. Lamb chops are good. The best ones I made were like, I made some lamb chops that were coated in breadcrumb. Breadcrumb? What the hell? Some breadcrumbs, some rosemary, some parmesan, and I think a bit of, it might have been pistachio. I don't entirely remember. We just gotta keep trucking. We gotta keep walking around, everyone. Hey, we're walking here to do these fucking quests. And like, there's all these beginner quests. They're not bad. I'll probably do a little bit of... Oh, my computer's really not having a good time. Oh, no! Oh, they're stuck in the A pose! No! Everyone else is fine. Why are they A posing? I think I might have fucky-wuckied. Uh-oh. But yes, we'll do some fashion stuff later. I'll probably do that off stream to, like, save a little time. Ugh. Truth be told, depending on where my friends are at, I might be doing more of this off stream, but we'll see. So that's the thing, is a lot of this stuff can be done for free. Final Fantasy XIV, the free MMO up to level 70 and all that, as the fucking copy paste goes. We actually, like, my group of friends actually totally deterred a friend from playing it by just continually making that jokes about that copy paste. Hello? Hello, ma'am? Can I... Where... hello? I think I gotta lower the graphics quality, everyone. Just maybe. I can't... Is she down here? No. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. This server really does just not... all the people are in Limsa, so the NPCs... There she is. She just had to take a bathroom break. That's it. Turquoise, eating well, empty stomach. Connecting your tactics with the carbuncle. Man, my carbuncle isn't doing anything. He's just my personal cheerleader. Dodos and changing mandragoras. What potential does it have? He just sits here. He creates a barrier on me. That's it? That's all you do, little guy? You have been demoted from DPS to barrier bitch. How has this happened? You really are just stuck doing fucking all, huh? Still can't teleport. Okay, so we need to go to Lower Lenosha. So let's go here again. Never get up throttled the PC. Oh god. It might just be particularly unhappy because of like VTubing and this. And yes, I know you can do stuff to like transfer your VTube model over to your other stuff, but it's not working right. I blame my phone or my computer. Could be one, could be other, could be anything. I don't blame myself in this case, damn it. I did all the diagnostic procedure. But my computer has some weird issues that have made some of my friends drink, so I think it might just be possessed. I think the machine spirit might be displeased. I need to burn the incense and the unguents. So VTuber models can actually be fairly intense on the computer. This is mind you, a kind of lighter weight model I've made here. Like, there's a lot of physics and stuff, but there's models that can be much heavier. It is from 2014, so it is, but the thing is, with the last expansion and stuff, they redid the graphics. So there's an entirely new, like, engine for lights and stuff, which does look really pretty. Like, these look a lot nicer than they used to. And so do I. No, it's not 10,000 layers. But I've been getting better at models, and that's also pain, because, like, the model I'm doing for power lines is now at, like, 50 per arm. So he puts a shield on me. That's all you do now, buddy? Time to save in JPEG. Oh god, a crispy-ass JPEG model would look amazing. Or, like, that is a overlay or something that could be funny to do as a redeem. just full JPEG mode. Dodo. Sadly, getting the mount for those is very hard to get. And by hard to get, I mean expensive mostly. Because otherwise I would get it. But shit is uncommon. Oh, come on. I want to get out of single-digit combat, please. At this point of the game, it does kind of feel like that one LARP video. I'm just sitting here throwing darts at things and saying lightning bolt, because that's all I get to do is... all I get to do is ruin. I ruin everything. That's all I get to do. Alright, so let's go. Let's get these done. It does have its charm, it's just... As someone who's done some of the more intense stuff in the game... Oh, it's just a little sluggish. Oh, we get the carbuncle. Okay, we can now start doing things with carbuncle. Good. Ruby Arcanum. Summon. There we go. We finally got stuff to do. It did have a high skill ceiling. It's not so much now. And that... Again, this is just opinions from someone who's played the game for a bit. I played the game during when Heavensward was fresh as a patch, and the thing about Heavensward ratings, the raid scene in Heavensward was so rough that it nearly killed the raid scene in the game, because it was difficult. It was really hard back then. That, mind you, was the raids where I started to get wrist problems playing Dragoon. And I had to switch over to Healer because it hurt less. And I'd say it was a pretty damn good scholar then. Oh boy, a fate. It's only me here, so I don't think it's gonna be a fun fate. Fates, by the way, are like little field quests you can do. Is there... Okay, there's someone else here. And there's also these fucking cane toes that fling you around. Play soon. Sable is awake. Oh. It is, what, 3:30 into the stream? Sorry, I have to... The cat... Funny as it is, I have a cat that talks with buttons. There we go. A free bit of experience. Can't complain about that. And yes, there is combos. Each class kind of does have their own. Healers do not, which is part of the problem at times with healing. Healing can be very boring on the DPS front. If your party is doing everything right, healing can be very boring, is the other way to put it. Which is why I like the healers where you're more about doing shields than healing damage. Because when you're shielding stuff, you have to be more predictive than reactive. And once you learn the flow of fights, God, does it feel good when you're, like, going into a raid and see the tank buster do 0 fucking damage to your tank. Play later. Sorry, Sable. I'm a little busy. Like, most of the melee classes have combos. The ranged ones kind of do. Black Mage had one kind of, but I hear they really keep on changing it. Black Mage used to be, like, a lot more interesting in a skill ceiling thing, but they kind of made it brain dead. And Red Mage, they also kind of made brain dead, which is... I'm trying to not talk about that too much, but they really lobotomize a lot of classes. And that's part of where my problem is with this game. And part of where I've talked about how they are, like, playing to the Japanese audience. The Japanese audience, for example, really wanted to play Dark Knight, but Dark Knight was very complicated, so they lobotomized Dark Knight to be like Warrior. And there's a lot of cases like that. Because that's the thing is, unless a problem hits the Japanese side of the game, they don't really listen to it. Why? Coordination for Carbuncle is a satisfactory pace. Technical exam. Several grades transfer the cliff, examine the crates, and return the inspected cargo. Well, now we have to go look at boxes. Good friend found their spouse with this game, lol. Good for them. Also, hey, Dollars Heart, welcome in. Like, there is a lot of positive from this game. I'm just the jaded old fart playing this game who played this game a long time. So, there's gonna be a bit of that. I'm gonna really try to, like, not bring the mood down when it comes to my buddies playing this. But if I have, like, a class I'm playing feel like kind of shit, I'm gonna probably say something. At least I haven't touched Sage, is the thing. But yeah, like, the funny thing is the game's also caused divorces because some people go too far in the clubbing stuff. Alright. Let's see what's in this lovely cargo. Slugs! Where's the salt when we need it? And yes, there is dodging AoEs. It's probably the first instance of it most people deal with. Chat roulette. Damn. That is a hell of a place to find somebody. But every time I hear that, all I can say is good for them. Because finding someone in this time is rough. Oh, oh hey, it's her. Oh my god, the bitch face. It's like when a cat smells something funny. I'm not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. Yeah, can I cogitate too? Just a little bit. Get my brain in the right place. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemy set against you. Actually, nerd emoji lady? Quite effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. That was my inward motion. Any other possible strategies you might have employed? Lady, I only get 2 attacks. I only get 2 attacks, please understand. Failure upon countering threat level... I mean, yeah, to be over 9,000, that kind of threat's a bit much for anyone. Let's see what we can do about that. So here is our cute pink-haired cat-girl companion for this quest line. Who is, Kalaya. Maven's Gate Assessor. Hello, Sable. I'm going to pet the cat. My model's getting a little janky as I get bent down to funny angles. There we go. Cat pet. Let the cat read. She is reading... She's studying us. Acting Guild Master Subwigram. I'd like to meet to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the fields of Arcanima. Well, keep on nerd emojing at me. Have your cats ever stole your tracking? No, they haven't, but like... Sable doesn't have any fascination with the screen, and Pothole only likes my monitor when it comes to trying to put her paw on it to get my attention. But now I want to test that. From what I've observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. Choice of arcane geometries. What factor most influences your actions during battle? Trait soon. Well, let's go with desire to outwit an enemy. I need to get glasses. Final element need to perform another calculation. Goodness of note is 90%, give or take half a percent. Certainty is quite high. After all, I know one of the other practitioners responded to my question in the same manner. And it bestowed upon me this grimoire, the guildmaster himself. The leader is, as I'm sure you heard, indefinite leave of absence. He gave us one notorious saying of to date. Oh my god. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation to the desired reality. That is a good quote. And I'm not even going to bear it back too much. I just have to go toss my cat a treat because she's asking. And I don't know if you've been hearing it in the background. I might have gotten the audio set up right. But the cat is hitting her butt to ask for a treat because I've taught this cat to talk. Great time. Terrible mistake. Would do it again. I have tossed her a piece of pork. She should be happy. No matter how gifted you or I may be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists beyond our present capacities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. Continue to focus, finding your aptitude with carbuncle, arcane entity, success of the wheeler, arcanima. Here ends your lesson for the day. Pray return directly to the guild. Doing some inspected cargo. Off to the fields, of course. Real life scenarios, theories all well and good, but there's no substitute for actual combat. We'll meet again soon. And she's not wrong. You can read so much about playing a boomer shooter, but actually doing it is its own thing. And also, we finally get some new duds after this. Alright, Carbuncle. You know... Fuck it. Nuke the rat. I only get 2 of those, right? Combos do evolve and advance as part of it too. You do get more as you go. I genuinely have not played much of Summoner though, so I'm not one of those people who's like, wow, new Summoner versus old Summoner too much. I mostly just heard the complaints of my fellow friends who played Summoner. I mostly have an open eye for this, or I suppose an open mind, really. My eyes are always open, sadly. I can't close them. I wish I could just close them and sleep, but no. No rest for the wicked, everyone. Well, we have time to wait here. Because the game is really, oh, man. Look, as long as it doesn't do this during, like, intense fights, it should be good, I hope? There we go. It just, you know, it just took a moment. Okay. Where with the cargo? A box. Seems to be in order, relatively clear of blood and other gore. Problem in our profession. So to work with Lila, requiring your performance, eager to continue your training. At last, Guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. Do well to heed the instructions he offers. Which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Battered tome. Reasons, but admittedly strange to see that she kept it all the way to her present position as a Forseer. Intense focus on Arcanima. What are you doing, Cat? Our master strategist guides your Arcanist training. I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her in perspective somewhat. Here, when the time comes for your next lesson. I'm taking the robe. I hate this chicken shit outfit. Alright, let's change. We get a new book at least. New weapon. Always good. Yeah, now this feels like a proper mage. Like, this is the starter outfit, but it sure works. I also have all these, like, glamour items. These literally only are used for glamours, so... let's see. Not a single set of thigh highs among them. Shaking my head. No, like, none of these really look good. I'll just stick with this. They're like fantasy shoes. Well, Kira already asked for my advice for fashion stuff in this game later. Oh, that's new. Previous location. That is very nice. Let's go do our quest bullshit. I think we'll pick up the next part of the actual main story, and then I gotta call it for the night, because I do feel like my voice is starting to get a little strained. Like, we're going to see about... Because really the thing is... If you guys are just okay for me to, like, blitz ahead of things a little, because this is a game where you can go catch up on the story sometimes, and you're not really gonna get any fresh reactions to story notes from me, sadly. Because I've played all this already. That's one thing, you know? If that's okay with you, everyone, I'll probably put up a small poll for it. Because I can just skip the cutscenes and, like, really go through this stuff if I need to. I think, if anything, I will probably do all the Blue Mage stuff on stream, because Blue Mage is fun. Blue Mage is goofy. So I'm sorry, Corkly. How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? Get to visit an orchard and Summerford Farms. Staleburn. Mostly reformed pirate types. Need another tune, your name sprang to mind. We have to go do some gardening. I love gardening, everyone. Like, actually. It is a pretty easy quest to go to, too. Even without a mount. Oh, we get teleport probably from there, too, because then we have 2 ether points, which, thank God. Return has, like, a 10-minute... Not 10-minute, even, like... Yeah, it is a 10-minute cooldown. So it will be nice to have an alternative, because, man... Well, I think before we hop off, I'm gonna go look at some outfits real quick, because there's a lot of free outfits. Actually, can we go to the hotel room yet? Yes. No, not yet. We still have to go do chores and errands before we can go to a hotel room and be fashionable. Alas, we are currently a fashionless chud right now. Crazy Dave levels of love for gardening. I'm not even sure where to put it. Because, like, it was easier for me to garden before at a few places I've lived at. But, there's a lot going on right now. Because, like, I have garden stuff like edible items, tomatoes, mostly peppers. Peppers I've had a lot of success on. Tomatoes, I had a few good ones, and that was it. Alright. We'll do the quest stuff later. I want to check the boards. When they'll let me check them anyway. Oh god, maybe the server was a mistake to start Limsa on. Because I cannot check the boards at all. Oh my god. How about we go over this way then? Yeah, that works. They loaded over there. Okay. So, with the money Asmoldian tossed me, which I really appreciate, we're gonna look at some fashion. Because you know what? I played to the end, almost the end of this game. The end game of these kinds of games is fashion. Such as, you know. And it loads anyway. 25k for this is not bad. Actually, 25k for that is quite cheap. Maybe I'll have to save this for after stream because of the fact that streaming is not giving me enough computer power for this. Because... there we go. Because yeah, look at that. That's a pretty cool looking outfit. Let's do a dye preview, because I know I can't dye anything yet. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's the kind of outfits I will be looking into doing. Yeah, because the red accents... fuck, I'm gonna buy it because it's 25k. That's a good price. The other one is purple accents, which doesn't look bad. But I think the red accents will stand out a bit more here. So it's not like I can go and hit the inn and go to bed, sadly, for like a cool end to things here. Yeah, that's the red mage top, because the funny thing is, they actually made all the class exclusive stuff no longer class exclusive, too. I might use that for some fashion, too. The options are unlimited. Oh, hi, Sable. Still, I will leave some of that to the Abbey ones here. Oh. For now, let's go switch over to... Switch over here real quick. And I'm getting tired. So, some of this I might indeed, like, save for specific stuff, like get to the point where I can start messing with Blue Mage, or get to an interesting story beat, but for a lot of this is free. You could play it yourself. I've already played through it multiple times is the thing. But I'll ask in a poll, because I think the important thing is to ask everyone here what they're interested in seeing. Take care, Broby. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for joining, Sormus. And thank you everyone for joining in. Pardon me. Yeah, no, suddenly my energy has kind of plummeted like a rock. Thank you for the stream. Have a good night. Thank you too, Sunbro. And thank you for joining in for the stream. Oh. Whoa, yeah. Nah, my head is feeling really sleepy. I love all the waves there that you have collected there, Neos Pig. It's such a colorful and friendly lineup there. And I see myself in there. Hi, I see Jets. And I see Tomoe. I recognize those two. And thank you, Doe. But yes, everyone, have a good night. Let me go see if we can go find someone to raid real quick. We'll probably just raid into someone else playing Final Fantasy XIV. And so with that, there might be story beats there that might spoil you. We're not gonna raid into one of the DJs, though. But yes, we're gonna see about who is doing what here real quick. M11 Prague. 14 is gonna have they tell me they don't make 14 too. Riggers, they might. They just might do that, is the thing. That's what I have expected them to do. Okay. Because the thing is, they don't want 14 to die. They're gonna have to change it out at some point, though, is the thing. Alright, we're gonna go raid into Sarah Bear here, who is one of a group of people who are trying to raid in M11 Savage. I have not done this raid. I'm probably going to raid and run. But, have fun watching what is people struggling through a raid in this game of actual high-level gameplay. Because it's quite a contrast from this. So, I'll see everyone on Friday. Do take care of yourselves. I hope the rest of your week is an easygoing one. And, try to get some rest. If you gotta get some work done, try to get some good work done. And, hey, more than anything, take care of yourselves, everyone. I'll see you around. Oh, where? There it is. Let's, hit that. I'm just getting a little... sleepy. Good night, everyone.